So I think they're gonna be showing
hope they do
off both. Are they showing off both of them? Like the killer and survivor? Or no, they're finalizing the designs, I think.
Yeah.
Dude, the leaks that they've shown, like the early gameplay concepts of this killer, and just chapter in general, has been very interesting to see. So I really hope they like do good with this chapter because it's been very hyped, and seeing the progress has been very cool.
I think it's a really interesting thing to do with like the community and whatnot, because I kind of hope they do it like more like after this. I mean, not like instantly right after, but I kind of hope they do in like another sort of grimoire thing where they allow the community to vote what they want. You know, I think that's cool. Like a community killer.
Hello, everyone.
Here the audio works.
Omnia here. We're here for the
Walking Dead
segment
one.
of this stream. It's going to be really exciting. We have a lot of news to give.
So might say Bowsette, new killer.
First, before we get started,
I
just
saw
in case
that.
this is your first introduction to the grimoire, we're going to give you a little bit of a recap of what the grimoire is.
I don't think we've seen this girl
so
on
it's something we
the
kicked
streams
off last
before.
year.
At least I don't remember.
It's our first community-made chapter.
Give Huntress a bow and arrow.
So we give you, our players, the ability to vote on the multiple different aspects of making a chapter, from the broader themes to the finer details, and we're just right now getting into those finer details, which is really fun. And we take all of your votes, and then we work on bringing the vision to life. So that's really exciting.
Yes, it is.
Since January, you've had the ability to further define the characters that we're going to be bringing to the fog by voting on the silhouette and material, and the survivor's face and mood board.
I know they gave out like a
and we'll continue to refine those, and their lore in the coming months through your votes.
I think they did a while ago.
With the next one opening next week. It's going to be very exciting. And on February 27th, so coming very soon. And you'll get to vote on a number of things. We'll do a little reminder at the end.
Chat is just live.
Concept, their names, the killer weapon, and the chapter's name. So all very exciting. But yeah, we can't wait. It's gonna be so exciting. I cannot wait. But I'm not alone here. I'm joined by Jeff and Jay from the design and the art team. To give you a little update on the progress we're making on the grimoire side of things. So I'm gonna pass it on to you, Jeff, to give us some more details about the prototype.
Yes. So hey everyone, you may or may not know me. If you don't,
wait, prototype from Poppy Playtime?
Game designer. I've been working on Dead by Daylight for many years. And
wait, Poppy Playtime X.
Opportunity, the honor of working on this chapter, which is fantastic. I've been loving seeing the votes and things take shape. It's
you think that'd be
really
a good chapter?
Awesome so far.
Oh, why is it
so
buffering?
Today I'm going to talk about the prototype. We recently passed Gate 2, which is about expanding and finding the fun, and we've just entered what we would call the refinement / polish phase. So, fine-tuning, finding the balance to make it feel good, and this, of course, goes beyond just the prototype.
Prankstone chapter news.
Why is everybody talking about Jeff in the chat, dude?
So
is the guy talking Jeff?
The first thing that I will show you is
I think that was
like I said,
Jay. I think Jeff is the other dude.
Nicely. We just passed Gate 2. And then we also had a recent blog post that we shared, which gave you insight on what we've done so far.
Okay.
Poppy Playtime collab win.
Prototype, but gave you a little behind the scenes view.
Gosh, she mentioned the prototype.
So yeah, let's get into it. The first thing I'll talk about is the Hopeless Exile. So
okay, so this is like the realm that they're going to be sent to, right?
The realm where you banish survivors as the killer. And they must.
This is such an interesting mechanic.
Challenges while they're in there, and initially,
I actually
the
really
way that
like
it worked is that you would be sent there, and it was like a timer, and you could make it go faster, and eventually you would get out. So here's what it looked like.
Yeah, you have to run around, dodge the heavenly blast,
doesn't seem to be loading
collect the little shiny crystals.
Maybe if I press again.
I think it's because you said GIF and not GIF. I think that's the reason why.
No.
Is this Darkest Dungeon?
Okay, it's not working. Okay, it's fine. We'll go to the video instead. So, does this work?
There's always got to be something wrong going on in this show. Okay, there we go.
I think the Opus
Okay,
Exile. Yeah.
perfect. So
Did they really
It's
have to
working.
blur
it's
out
gonna
the
be a little
developer name?
fast, and I'm gonna replay it again. But this is what it was basically.
suppose.
So you see, there's the depleting gauge around the Survivor portrait. That was your exile timer.
How did they
and
speed
you
it up,
could,
dude?
Collect these crystals to make it go faster, and once it was over, you would go back.
What the
to
fuck was that?
entity
Did you
realm.
see that?
Whoa.
So
What was that
I'm gonna go
killer?
back, just so that we don't play the next part.
That was like the that was like the
and what we
nurse
found
and spirit
is,
like
obviously,
together.
with prototypes, we do play tests. We do a lot of play
Him,
testing
first,
internally,
what's happened?
externally with the user research
Not the much.
team.
They talked about the
with our
Grimoire.
consultants.
They
We get a
mentioned
lot
the
of
Wraith
feedback.
and a Wraith
And
bug.
for the
Not
Exile,
bug.
in the,
Well,
the
they said
first
it
version that
wasn't
we
a
had,
bug. Which it really
the
isn't.
feedback
It's
that
just
we
like a
got was
unintended
mostly
gameplay
that it
feature
felt
where you could
too
just instant
easy
uncloak using
and
turn back the clock.
uninteresting
They were
as
talking about some
Survivor.
2v8 stuff.
Because
the,
initially, like,
Balatron
even before this
unknown
version that I just showed,
thing.
there
Now
were
they're
no
talking about the
crystals. You were
Grimoire.
just dodging the pillars of light that you could see in the Exile. And so we added the crystals to give an objective to survivors to play with, and to make it even more satisfying to collect, we made it give you a haste bonus, so you get like the little speed boost, and that was very well received. But even with that, the
Wait,
comments that we got was
you
that
You can
something was
play
missing. There
tests
was
with this amount of bugs?
interactivity
I
that was
haven't played
missing.
EBD in 4
And of course,
months. I
the
need to
level
get
that you
to
see
it.
here is
Yeah.
not at all final. It's not even the
2v8's
layout that we
going on
want.
right now. Free blood
This
points.
is really just to be able to test the Exile, so we just like have a flat plane with like
Welcome
these
back,
random
Haunted
blocks
by
placed
Daylight.
around. It's all work in progress. But yeah, so that's what we did first. And
Interesting.
no, it's not clicking. Production, help!
Yo, production, come on, bro. What are you
Got it.
doing?
Production need to
Okay,
lock in.
so anyway, when we were discussing the Exile, the one with the depleting timer, we had a bit of an epiphany where the survivors just didn't feel pressure for being in there. So some of the comments that we got was even that they felt safe, and they felt like it was a grace period of some kind.
And you don't want them to feel safe in the hopeless exile.
No, exactly. Like this is the killer is sending you there to
Ew,
punish
bro.
you, so
Yeah.
you shouldn't feel safe.
Ew.
So
Oh
the
my
epiphany
God.
we had is that it has to be
Dude.
like a hook, right?
Disgusting.
New league
Previously,
killer,
it
dude.
counted as a hook state, but it didn't have the risk of being on a hook. So with the current version, which you're seeing at very high
Okay, so this is
speed,
what it looks like
so It's a very
now.
long video. It's actually like a hook, 1-to-1. So you get sent there, you
Wait, you
get
get
your hook, and your
hooked?
hook timer starts draining. And here, if you get hit by the pillars,
Oh,
it actually
wait.
depletes your hook timer faster. So there's a very high
Wait,
risk of
what?
and getting hit. The crystals in this version, we're still exploring what they're going to do, but there is something that I wanted to mention, which is initially the killer could go in there, and we removed it because we felt that it was adding a layer of complexity that was not needed. And of course, complexity and cognitive load is always something that we care about, because
Yeah.
we don't want things to be
Flaming doors.
difficult to understand or like start learning or just start playing with.
Yeah, what is that?
However,
Is that their
we got
stream?
feedback from
I thought that was
our
you.
playtesters, both internal and external, that they want to go in there as killer. They want to see it. They want to experience it, which is, it makes sense.
Yeah.
It's the killer's realm.
Production, bro. You got
So,
some loud ass fingers,
All
man.
that to say that we will be
I know,
exploring
bro. Who's
the killer going
tapping?
back in there, but it is not set in stone, because the killer's kit as it is feels very complete. There's a lot of moving
Dude,
parts
who is
already,
tapping
and
the
it
mic?
may feel like, again, still that layer that's too much and makes it too complex. So we'll
Yeah.
have to see. But all of this is very normal for prototyping. Like in prototypes, we test things quickly, we validate them, we
Test
we-
things
we-
quickly, huh?
for lack of a better term, we kill things,
Yeah.
we take them out, we try them again. It's just like we're
Very fitting for the
constantly-
killer,
Yeah, we're constantly iterating. Like that's the whole point of the prototype, is to test ideas and validate them, so that when we start production,
Yeah.
we are confident in moving forward, and we know that all the work that we're going to do is going to end up in a really good product for our players.
I'm actually really liking it.
So yeah, the next thing that I want to
See, this
mention
is the. Oh, Aaron's in the chat. Hell yeah.
So
See,
really
this is the
quickly,
kind of transparency
back
that we
when you guys
need,
voted
dude.
on the power,
Like, they're actually
you
trying
voted
something
for how to
incredibly
send it was
different and new that they've
artifacts,
never done before.
and that was the idea that Soraya
And
tried to wield your relics,
them showing
that
us
they
each
face severe
step,
punishment.
the progression,
And a lot of
and
discourse
trying,
that we saw
like,
online
actually,
was that,
like they said,
players
killing
didn't seem
things and
to
trying something
like the
new
idea that
is
you would
just
get
wonderful.
punished for carrying something and like the immediate
Aaron said Bubba should definitely
link
be
that was
allowed in.
made is that carrying the
Yo,
object
get
will
Aaron out of the
make
chat,
you
dude.
gain sin, and
True.
I think everyone
But
made
yeah, I
that
like
connection,
this,
like even
I like how they're
internally.
talking about it. Like they're explaining
However,
the steps
we
and like
know
what they're
both
thinking.
internally and our players that that sort of thing can lead to a lot of problems in terms of balancing, because if the stars get punished for carrying something, they're just not going to carry it.
Yeah.
And so
Yeah.
it becomes
They're not
irrelevant
ashamed that
because
they're
not gonna
struggling
interact
with
it.
this,
And then we'd
which
have to
is-
find a
which
way
is
to
nice to
force
see.
them
Which
to
is what
carry
they
it, which
need. They need to be like transparent.
arbitrary
you
things
know?
like that, they tend to not feel too great from
Yeah,
a player
yeah.
perspective. So we went back to the drawing board, and while we were discussing the exile and the hook state and everything like that, we had this idea of integrating the artifact in the exile. Oh, sorry.
Oh, I think
My
yeah.
shirt is rubbing.
Let's make
Okay.
sure.
That was very difficult to see. I'm sorry. I'll just hold it like that.
Dude, they're having so
and
many
it's gonna
troubles
stop.
with the troubles with
so
the
yeah, so
lavalier
the idea
mic,
is
bro. They need to chill out.
You can find the artifact in the exile, and what it does is you'll be able to, the crystals that you see, instead of running towards
I didn't
them,
hear any
you'll
problems
collect
with his
them with
mic.
this artifact. Gameplay is still being determined.
It might have been
but
him
once
getting like
you've
the
charged
tapping.
it, it will
No, 'cause
grant
I
you
still hear
immunity
it.
to one of the pillars, so you can avoid your hook state being drained. That's the next thing we're going to try. And
Maybe
again,
it is-
this is exploration.
maybe it was just
We'll
going
see if
down
it works.
too much.
It
Exposing
may
a little
not
too
stick,
much.
and it may not be.
That's what he said. Two
That's a way that we
microphones.
felt would respect the players' votes, because the idea is that while you're collecting,
These are all probably like $200
Nerf-
mics.
with the
Somebody-
artifacts,
somebody
like
said
imagine it works like a
Nerf
flashlight or
Deadpool.
the EMP from the singularity.
Yeah.
You're putting yourself at risk of being hit
These
by those
are
pillars
the
because your
microphones are
movement
called
speed is
lavalier
slower,
microphones.
maybe your visibility is smaller.
Yeah.
So
They're
you know,
pretty good.
I think it links pretty nicely to Survivor's
can
main
see the
trying to build
transmitter they
relics
have.
of face of your punishment. So again, we'll have to see. Yeah.
Is worth mentioning is that, as you explain all the changes that are happening, the thing that is really unique with the Grimoire is that we're taking you, our players, through every step of the way.
Yes.
And so you get to see the changes that we have to make sometimes in the background for, other releases to make sure that a power, can work well and can be fun and can be, appreciated on both sides. So here it's like there's all these changes happening and you get to see why we're making them too, which is really cool. We get to take you with us through this process.
Yeah.
Yes.
And again, prototyping
That
is
is
all
really
about
exciting to
iterating
see,
quickly
'cause
and
it's not
finding what works, what doesn't.
It's not like they'll change a lot and then
one
the
of my
community will
previous
blow up and be
leads
like, yo, this is
once
not what we
told me,
wanted, or this is not what we voted
fail
for.
fast, fall
Like they're
defend,
actually showing us
because that's what prototyping
each
is
step,
all about.
which
If you
gives us a
identify what
clear
doesn't work
understanding
quickly,
of
you can move on to finding what
what's,
works, right?
working.
so-
Try it this
Exactly.
That's it. You need to try it
exactly.
first.
Exactly.
Which is
And,
good.
and I think one of the main points that I want to highlight is that
Damn.
as a designer, when
Got a
you
little
work on a
close.
feature, you get a lot of feedback, and you have to learn to filter that feedback, because
Yeah,
feedback is important,
feedback. Quote
you have
unquote
to
feedback.
understand why that feedback
Yeah.
is there. What's the problem that you're trying to solve based on that feedback?
Yeah.
And one of the things with this feedback that we got about the Exile is that it was consistent, right? And when feedback is consistent, kind of hints that
Yeah.
something is not working as it should. So
That's it.
that's where we're making a lot of changes. All right, sorry, I have to grab the clicker.
Oh, yeah.
Moving on to the Ray of Retribution. So that is the active power that you guys voted on. And it's the description that was voted on was you channel a beam of divine energy to punish the unworthy. Something along those lines. So I'm going to show you.
I hope this.
maybe
I hope the
give some
power isn't like 50
no
paragraphs.
dice. No dice.
Please make it shorter.
Oh, give it time? Okay, production says to give it time. So with the Ray of Retribution, the first thing that we explored, you saw a doodle of that actually very recently, was the idea that
Yeah.
it was very, stick figure drawing is my strength. So it's the idea that you charge up this beam and there's like a warning
abolish
phase,
e-girls
and then
in
it
the chat.
triggers and it fires and it does its thing. And
Wait,
you know,
what?
I'm gonna be very blunt. and
Abolish
honest. It
e-girls
worked.
is in the
Like, it
chat.
worked. It did the thing that it was supposed to do. However, coming back to the feedback, we got consistent feedback both internally and externally from the user research team. Which, by the way, if you don't know, you can go to the behavior website to sign up for the playtest squad. You may test a bunch of different things.
Who's
not
breathing in my
specifically
ear?
Grimoire, but
Is what he
if you're interested
said.
in, helping out, you could do that. So user research team
Damn,
with
wait,
their
yeah,
playtest
that's
squad
true. What
and
the
the
fuck?
consultants, the
Oh, I
feedback
think
was
that is the
consistent
woman.
that it lacked depth
It
and
is,
skill
bro.
expression.
Put the mic
And obviously,
down,
when we
bro.
design a killer power, we want it to be engaging.
ASMR.
There's no depth and no skill
Inhale,
expression.
Please stop breathing in the
It ends up
mic.
kind of falling flat. That's not great.
No. Well, you want the fun again.
Yes,
You want
yes,
the fun to
exactly.
be a part of it, like you
Exactly.
were mentioning.
Yeah. So production. I'm just gonna skip to the video production. Thank you. So I'll show you what it looks like now.
Yeah, what a great showcase, dude.
Yeah, we can still see each other. Yeah.
Yo, production.
Okay, you want me to say that? Okay,
Swap the
sorry,
scene,
that wasn't
dude.
clear. All right, we'll be right back. We're having technical difficulties. BRB, guys.
Oh wait. Oh, trickster.
I show you what that looks like right now. Just sitting in silence. Yo, honestly, this is why I love the DVD
Now they-
community streams. There's always some stupid shit happening.
Stop the breathing. New map spotted. This looks cool. I'm really interested in the trickster map being like alleys and stuff.
Oh yeah. Some of these like convenience stores look like you can go into them, so this map is gonna be really cool. I really hope it's not.
I think it's honestly gonna be like a really unique looking map. Like, you know, they have like
Oh,
info
yeah.
maps like RPD.
They already
and,
said
like,
that this map is gonna
Hawkins.
be one of the best looking ones, so I'm excited.
And like this, like being in like man, I don't really know where this is gonna be, but it's gonna look really cool. Like with all the neon and stuff. Oh, here we are.
The
Oh,
retribution was too
oh my
powerful.
god, I was about to say no way they
we can
got
get
mic
back into it.
problems now.
Thank you, production, for letting me know. Right, so I'm gonna show you the GIF now because it's actually
Holy
playing.
lag.
So this is the current version.
Oh my
The previous version,
God.
sorry, was the beam. So here you see you're aiming as the killer,
Jesus
and then you
Christ,
fire
bro.
it, which has the expansion, which was the warning phase, and you got the blue
They
part,
couldn't
which
get
is
this
the
to play
actual
normally?
effect
3
phase.
frames
So like I was saying,
anytime,
we got consistent
bro.
feedback that it lacked depth and skill expression, and this, you know, our players, the people that got to test it, the playtesters, they were very creative in using it. They were using it through gaps. They were
Oh, we
using it
actually got
over
playtesters?
loops, which was cool. But even with all of that, it still didn't meet the criteria or the expectation that they had with a killer power, which, because it was consistent, we had to
So
pivot.
this is
We
the
couldn't just keep
previous
going in
one.
this direction. And at this point, you know, we challenged our own assumptions, which is, does the beam actually have to come from the killer itself? You know, because it's very, I think,
That's
intuitive
Spirit's
to
hand
think
over
that
Nurse's
the beam that you
rig.
fire
Yeah, it is.
comes from you as the killer, but we challenged that. And so the alternative that we got...
Are they gonna do like some kind of
sorry for
pinhead
making this
summon
comparison, I
thing where
apologize,
the
but I
flame
have
will
to
come
because
from
it's
there?
The easiest way to explain it is kind of like an orbital laser, right? You're going to
Oh.
see in the next GIF, this is the current version that we are testing.
What
So you
the
can charge, which has this pillar that forms
Holy-
and starts
Oh.
moving away from you.
So it's
Whoa.
like it's like
Wow.
Vecna's
Control it,
vine attack, but it's
and then you can fire it as well, which will basically
Jesus
send it flying in a
Christ.
straight line from whatever direction it was going, and it will also
God
increase in
damn.
speed like twice or 3 times or
Orbital
who knows?
Interesting.
Who knows? We'll have to
Who
see.
knows?
Balancing. But so far with this, it's been super promising. Everyone that's seen it, everyone that's tested it.
I mean that definitely work more,
has
but
had very
it
positive,
really is just
comments, and
Vecna's vine
we
attack,
feel that
which
this is very strong.
Who's cheering?
Candidate.
What the hell is the cheering noise?
Kind of like
Did they just
answering
add a
those
cheering
comments
noise?
about skill expression and
I
depth,
don't
and
know. Vecna
what I feel
3.0,
personally is
Vecna
that the skill
4.0,
ceiling for this
Vecna
will be very
2.0.
high, right? Because
Yeah.
you have to learn
third
when to
Vecna has hit
charge,
the game.
how to control it, and there's even an element of prediction. It might be a little bit unclear in the GIF.
I
or
think it
in-
really
in the
depends
video
on
that I'm
what
gonna
it
show after,
does,
but
though.
it actually goes through objects right now, right?
Okay.
That may not be the case in the final version, but right now we're testing that. And the idea is that when it goes through something, there's a little bit of a slowdown, right? So you can imagine like it erupts through the collision that it's going through.
Yes.
So it's Vecna.
Anyway, we're
Give us a nuke.
exploring
someone
all
said.
this. We've made really good improvements on the controls because the initial version of this had a bit of a problem where
I
eventually
mean,
it
it
felt like
still
was more
looks
parallel to the
cool,
center
but
of the
I don't know
screen,
about
so
this
it's like
change.
trying
I
to
don't know.
reach it.
'Cause,
And over here,
like,
again,
it's
maybe a
just
little bit
Vecna's
quick
vine
because the
attack at
GIF
that
is so
point.
fast, but it actually tries to catch up to where you're looking.
If
I
it
think it
if it
really
looks
depends
cool,
on how
maybe
much
that's going
functions.
there.
yeah. If it
And
if it still has that feeling,
personally,
maybe
I
they
think
could pass
the
it. But
programmer working on this did a
I
fantastic
think the
job at,
community is
nailing
not
the
too
controls.
happy about
Obviously,
this
there's still
change.
improvements to be made, but yeah, that's the idea. I have a question here from production. How will this work on indoor maps? Well, right now what we're exploring, and of course this will be in tandem with the help of Jay and his team, but what we're exploring is that it's actually like just piercing through the entire level. Right?
Yo.
So-
Very divine.
Yo, Aaron.
You know.
Very powerful
Yes.
and
Yes.
very, very strong.
Like that's
What Aaron's saying now.
even with the previous version. The goal is for this
guy's
a
pillar
LARPing.
or beam,
Oh, can
whatever it
Killer,
ends up
can
being, to
you
feel
leave your
very
eyesight?
heavy and powerful.
My
Right?
eyesight is
we're talking
garbage.
about a divine killer that just wants to strike
go through
the
multiple
sinners
floors?
with, and punish them. So, one more thing that I'll say is that this version, the pillar, has a lot more levers to play with for balancing, which means that we
Oh,
can
Scott John is in the
fine-tune
chat. Hell
the
yeah.
experience of using it and playing against it a lot more. Because with the beam, we were reliant on basically just timings, and what we found is that if we made it too generous, it felt too consistent and too difficult to dodge. But if you made it take longer, it felt like it was impossible to hit. And so finding that sweet spot was just, I foresaw a balancing nightmare, basically, is what I'm trying to say. So with this one, there's a lot of things that we can play with, and we can fine-tune that experience a lot more. All right, so we got another question. Production, should I read the names? Okay, we got a question from Shiver with Mealy. Lovely. So will it hit across 2 floors at once? That is a very good question. And
I mean, it
at the
should, if you're
moment,
doing a
we are
beam.
going to test it with hitting multiple floors at once, but it may not be the case in the final version because, of course, we still have to balance it. We have to make it, feel fair and fun to play against for, the survivors. So we're gonna have to test it out, basically. Is what I'm trying to say. But yeah.
I don't see-
Watch this
None of this
slideshow.
has been balanced. What you're seeing on screen is really just
I don't see why
Yeah,
it
that's
shouldn't.
second or third
If they're
iteration
doing like a
of
heavenly
it's
beam,
even progressed since this GIF.
then I feel like it
because, of course,
should.
the programmer is
Someone said announce
doing all the
Bloodborne
different things that
2.
I'm asking. I'm sorry. I'm
Alright,
asking
yo,
for a
they can
lot.
take this GIF off the
Shirtless
screen,
Claudette
please.
Wayne.
Fine-tuning it, and of course we're going to
Can they
continue
please take this
playtesting both
3
internally, externally,
FPS whenever
and
off the
yeah,
screen?
I mean, I'm very excited for this. I think it's really
Honestly, I don't
there's a
know
lot of
how they
potential
struggle
with
with
this power, and I'm
pulling up
very
videos
interested in seeing
and
how it'll go,
I guess in this
over
case
time.
GIFs.
And so finally, before I close off my
I
section,
I feel like their
Some
production
killer
team
yeah,
is
for a long-
kind of
for a long
lacking.
Will
I'm sorry.
Demogorgon be getting a gun?
Our next step is to add the simplest version of the artifact to the Hopeless
bro.
Exile to validate if it's fun and interesting for the survivors, if it takes those boxes that we
Bikini
have.
Jane win.
So
Oh yeah, they haven't even showed the
we're basically gonna
artifacts.
steal the flashlight is what we're gonna do. We do a lot of theft for prototypes. It's easier that way, faster to iterate. And of course, we're gonna improve the Ray of Retribution in terms of a mechanical feel, right? Because we have like the inputs that have to feel nice, right? Like how you press the buttons to make it work, but also mechanically speaking, like its speed, its charge time, all those things are things that we have to look
Gotta put
into
on
to
some
make it
pants.
feel great to use as
Yeah.
a killer. And the last thing that we really want to look into is refining the Hopeless Exile to have more control over the spawning of the hazards and the crystals, or whatever the collectibles end up being. Because right now they're just spawning randomly, and obviously that's not super great. So we're gonna look
Yeah.
at like maybe having different tiers of crystals that
Gotta have
have more
Terraria open.
concentrations of hazards around them, so it's more difficult to get them, for example. But yeah, we're
Hang
sorry,
on.
yapping away. We're
No,
gonna
no.
explore all those things.
Interesting, interesting.
We got
Yeah, I'm pretty curious.
Some cool
but I'm
stuff,
glad
some
they're- I'm
interesting
I'm really glad
things.
that
As
they're
of right now,
like
can you hold the
explaining
rate
like
indefinitely?
what they're doing.
As of right now, no. There is a
then
maximum
they're gonna
lifetime
take the
to,
feedback and,
how
you
long
know,
you can hold it, and
develop
even
it
once you trigger it,
the way the community wants, because obviously
I
this
think
is a
right now
community
you can
killer.
hold it for 3 seconds.
So-
After three seconds, it goes away.
You know.
But if you fire it before those 3 seconds are up,
Well, Xenobite
will,
comes back.
refresh
I
its
really hope
lifetime.
Xenobite
So
comes
it'll
back, bro.
go for 3 seconds, and then
I'm
it will
so
disappear.
I'm
And
like
you can only
actually
have one ray
upset that I
active at a
didn't
time.
get him.
But yeah, so
Didn't he
hope you
get?
guys are
Didn't he
excited.
go
I'm
away
really
like
excited.
early
Like,
last year?
Honestly, out of all the powers that I've worked on,
Sounds
this
about right.
is probably
Fuck, bro.
the coolest. Like, it's super dope. So yeah, that's it. I'm done yapping.
all very exciting. And
It's finally done
not
LARPing.
yapping at all. We want to know this. We want to hear this.
It's so interesting.
It
to
is
see
so
that.
interesting to see
Yeah.
the process, and again, this is the first time that we get to do it, to this extent. So I think that's really, really cool. And before
Yes,
we
very
move on,
cool.
I'll also mention that we'll have more to share on our socials very soon. We gave a progress update, I think 2 weeks ago now. That you really appreciate it. Seeing all the work that goes into it, all the different steps it goes through, from a lot of different departments and the work that they do on this chapter. So we'll have more coming very, very soon. Just keep an eye on our social channels. So that was great. Thank you so much.
Thank you. All right.
And before we, yes, you're gonna still you still have the power of the clicker. So we still need you. We're gonna move on to the art side of things because we've had some votes
First
in
look?
January, but we're gonna have another vote coming next week. That's gonna be
Absolutely, yes.
very exciting. So Jay,
another
I'm gonna
vote,
let you
okay.
take over and tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much. So, well, first I want to say super awesome. I'm super excited to be working on that kit.
Okay, no, this is
There's a
Jay.
lot of interesting ideas.
Jeff
that
is the
are
bald
rolling
dude.
in my head into how to justify that. So that will be really great. Little introduction for people who do not know me. I am Jay. I am the art director on the Grimoire chapter. So I've been working with all the team basically to justify all the visual in the votes that were happened. So
Please,
we're still
Ace
going
oiled
to
up.
the team to just to bring more concept and make
Okay.
that evolve essentially. So thank you so much for having me today. So a quick update on the art side is that we are currently working on finalizing the concept for next step. So on the killer side, based on the material that were voted last time, we're essentially looking on how we're gonna explore to mix them together to really create an enticing killer. So giving an example, from the winning material for last time, we're looking into, okay, how do we gonna take the blue flesh
Yes.
material and essentially mix them with the other material, or how are we going to use all these material together to create something really that will convey the right themes that we
Yeah.
want to go for that killer, which are essentially divine and horror. So it was really important for us to find a proper recipe that we want to go for, so that we are able to showcase the divine
Oh, I see
elements
Vampy
that
Bella
they
in
are
the chat.
expecting, but also making sure that the horror of DBD from a killer is still respected in there, that we fit within the story we want to build around that killer, and essentially that we fit with the gameplay also that we want to go for. So it's a lot of collaboration work that we're essentially all discussing together and really evolving the visual toward a common goal to make it work with all the different parts of that killer kit. So I'm super excited today to actually share that I have brought a little glimpse of what my team is essentially working on right now. So we have a little teaser of what will be one of the options to vote for next time. So I think we can look at it right now.
Okay.
It's so exciting.
Yeah,
It's
so
so
we're keeping it
exciting.
mysterious. It's
Yes.
part of it's part
The
of
yellow and
making-
gold?
You can see, like I can
Or
recognize
the white and gold, I
steps
mean?
that we voted on,
Yeah, exactly.
which is very cool.
The
Yeah,
shoulder
I
eye.
think one thing worth mentioning
Oh.
too is we posted recently about the new roadmap for the votes, and players were asking, they voted on the killer silhouette. They were asking, we voted on the killer material. How is the final concept going to be different? But I think it's also about realizing that we want them to vote on all of these aspects because we want the final killer to be as close as possible to what they want, and
Yep.
really personalizing it. And here, maybe you can also tell us a little bit about what it takes to.
Somebody said,
take
why
those
is she
pieces and
kind
put them
of?
together
Yeah,
into a concept.
absolutely. So we
Yeah.
went through a certain order to being a bit.
Bro's looking at the
religious
shoulder
in
right now,
beginning so
talking
that
about
we
why
get
she
ourselves the freedom
kinda-
to bring more surprises and more creativity.
We love
into it.
surprises.
Exactly,
Even a
exactly.
girl.
And I think we're really gonna have more of these surprises for next time.
I
So
think-
I'm really
I
excited
think
to be
the-
able to unveil.
I think the
more as we
woman
go.
body
Personally, I'm
one.
very excited to see what all the VFX is going to look like, right? Because now
But it means an angel,
have the
so
killer material, we can
I
start
feel like they
exploring
could-
how
they
the
could in-
visuals and
like,
the powers
interchange
can
it.
look, and
Yep,
Yes.
absolutely. Yeah.
kind of like how unknown is.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, and we still have surprise, right? Weapons,
Yes,
let's see where we're going with
yes.
that. So yeah,
Many things.
let's keep it at that.
So again, make sure to vote next week on February 27th if you want your decision to be heard
Yeah.
for this killer, because it's gonna be pretty exciting.
Absolutely. All right. And now, if I jump on the survivor side of things. So, thanks to the previous vote that we have, we know what the survivor phase will look like now. And the mood board were telling us a bit about our story, about her teams, essentially. So, we're really hard at work currently into taking all these ideas and combining them together to create that new survivor. Right now, we are doing exploration using questions we are asking ourselves, essentially. So like, okay, what sort of story do you want to give that survivor that would be interesting? Or how do we want to shape that survivor to be unique to our game and essentially stand out from the rest of the cast of DBD? So these are all things that we're asking ourselves. We're working in collaboration with every department to making sure that we have something unique and original to offer, essentially. So I'm also excited to say that today I've also brought a little teaser.
A lot of surprises.
Yes, yes. I also brought a teaser for our survivor, so we can have a glimpse
Oh.
of one of these
Okay,
voting options
okay.
that we'll
I'm
have
liking
for
the
this
Ooh.
So as you can see, you
Okay.
recognize the face, right? It's still
Yeah, so
yeah,
it is the older
we're
woman.
going to,
Very, very exciting. And this is just a sneak peek. We'll have
Yep,
more to
for
show
sure.
next week.
Absolutely, yes.
But I'll say I've loved seeing on socials how much players have already, like, you know, taken everything they've seen so far, all of the votes, and made it their own. You know, they're already attached to these characters, which
Yeah,
is really,
yeah.
really exciting. So you'll get to refine these characters even more next week, which is going to be very, very, very,
It's
very exciting.
old
The journey
Sable.
has been so great and so excellent.
Granny Sable. Sable's granny.
Oh, yeah.
Surprises.
Hey, Mom.
This is, yeah.
Yo,
this is,
okay.
Unexpected surprise.
Yo.
Granny Witch.
And it's part of the fun.
Yo, what did all this you girls say? I wasn't aware that I was into older women.
All the
Okay.
different teams who have to adapt to it too. It's really, you know, making something completely unique here. So very, very exciting.
Somebody said we need Peter Griffin.
Do we have an extra slide for the next
Yes.
part? Okay. Just wanna make
Yes,
sure.
we have an extra slide. We're just going to do a little recap of the next votes that are coming because that's very exciting.
Oh man, you even choose
So
the
next
Mori.
week on February 27th, we have
And the
a lot for you to vote on. We have the killer final concept and survivor final concept that we talked about. Right here, we have the killer weapon, the killer name, the survivor name, and the chapter name. So a lot to vote on. Make sure to vote next week because there's a lot you're going to be able to define through these votes, and we absolutely want to hear what you want to see in the Grimoire. So next week, make sure to tune in. And then on March 19th, we have Killer Perks, Survivor Perks, Killer Mori Storyboard, and the chapter logo. So more for you to define
Damn, I've already been live for like
this
40
chapter.
minutes.
So very, very exciting. Any last words before we leave them?
Well, I want to know what people think about the results, so
I
go
know.
vote. I want the opinion of people, so
Go
yeah, for
vote,
sure.
but also let us know what you think about everything you've seen so far. We've loved seeing the fan art. That's been amazing. There's been so much fan
yes.
art on socials. We've
Dude,
loved
this
seeing
one
who
guy
these
is just,
characters
like,
are,
asking about
what you've made of them
Frankstone
so far,
chapter
of their
news.
world, of their lore. So if you have anything you wanna share with us, please do it through our social channels. We wanna know.
Absolutely.
And I think that's it. We're gonna
Just
Yes.
before we dip, expect more, behind the scenes look at things for the prototype. We have some stuff cooking right now, so stay tuned to the socials, I suppose. But it's been nice to bring you guys on the journey with us, and I hope that you've enjoyed it as much as we have.
Hell yeah. Hell
It's been
yeah.
lovely. We've really enjoyed it. And if you want a clearer look at the sneak
Shirtless
peeks we shared
Gabriel,
today,
please.
we'll also be sharing those, so you won't have missed anything if you didn't see that. And there's a VOD too at the end. But that's it. Thank you so much for joining us for the Grimoire. And next we're going to talk about the features coming in the next update.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you
Oh
so
yes,
much.
the PTB. Yes, sure.
Perk update?
Woohoo! All kill! Let's go!
Come back.
Hopefully they do a
I'll say
perk
some of
shakeup. Hopefully they at least touch up on what's her name? Young Jin's perks, because her perks are so bad.
Yeah, they are. Well, this is perk update, so.
Hopefully they do a full meta change like they did a while ago with Dead Heart and DS and shit like that.
Do we need to bring back Dead Hard Distance? I wonder if we're gonna see the Trickster rework. I'm really wondering how they're gonna rework him. This map looks so sick.
They're gonna show the map, I know that for sure, because that was teased.
Well, yeah.
Obviously they're gonna be talking about some perks, because it says that, but I don't know if we're gonna get the full dissect of Trickster. But I mean, the P2B is on the 24th, I think, right? So we should.
Exactly. So they should talk about it a little.
Because they're not gonna do another stream yet, unless they just want to tease it. But I don't know. Okay, this has been pretty exciting so far. I'm pretty happy with most of the stuff. Not the base power change. I'm not really too happy about that. But I mean, if they make it work, then whatever.
I feel like I got some things to talk about. Why is your girl's face twerking? Do you see that?
These fucking emotes, dude.
You gotta post one of your emotes.
Holy Spirit. Oh my god. Yo, do you see the Spirit one? Yo, y'all gotta chill, bro. Tiffany?
Who is this?
That's Tiffany. A Sable? Is that Sable?
Hey,
Who's this? That is. Oh, that. I think that's Young Jin, actually. He's Somebody just posted feet. Are you kidding me? Is that Elodie in her reindeer outfit?
bro, oh my god.
Dude, why does everybody have twerking emotes?
Welcome back. Shout out to everyone that was in that last segment. That was super fun to watch. Super fun to watch chat. Looking into this chat is like looking into the abyss. And everyone sees something different.
Chat,
I saw one lone man saying that Jay looked like Oliver Reed, which like 2 people in the chat will even know that name. He's an actor from the 70s in Great Britain. Cinephiles in chat, 75-year-old cinephiles,
Yeah,
shout out.
I feel old now.
Yeah.
Thank you for that.
Yeah. But now, I don't even know if we're even halfway. We have so
still
much
got
to
more
start.
to
Oh my god.
So I should shut my mouth.
What?
So we brought on 2 more.
Oh, no,
girls.
yo.
You might remember this fellow who earned the nickname Papa
That's
Diego
single
last
for
time he was
sure.
here. This is Diego, our UX
Who
master.
the fuck called him Papa
And
Diego, dude?
Toma.
Oh my god.
Thomas,
bro,
if
they
you
keep
want to
on-
go the English route, but Toma, if you're
They
bilingual
gotta stop.
like me.
They gotta stop. Stop with the same.
Is you've done stuff with us before, but it's been a minute.
Yes, I've been. I did.
They're getting deleted, dude.
Singularity. Yeah, we did the thing for the Singularity where I presented the killer and the perks. I think so.
Yeah.
It was and transmission. I remember
Yes.
that.
So it's been a while. So
Yeah.
welcome back.
Yeah. What else did I do?
It
I
wasn't,
don't remember.
it wasn't supposed to harm them too.
Yeah.
He doesn't remember what else he
I
did.
remember that. Yeah, that was good. Yeah.
And Toma's specialty, at this point in time at least, who knows what actually do know some of the other stuff you're doing. But for this context, is perks.
Yes. Yes. Absolutely.
And we've got, honestly, a pretty exciting update to perks.
Yeah, I hope so too. Yeah.
So that's what we brought, and it has a UX component, obviously, so that's why Diego's here. We also have another special surprise from Diego after. But let's talk about perks.
Yeah, absolutely. So, how do I get started on this, right? We started working on this such a long time ago. Something we've internally called the perk description overhaul,
Oh.
which is just a
All
colossal undertaking,
perks?
really.
Whoa,
It's like
hold
all
on.
300 perks descriptions were rewritten from scratch. A lot of people have
Wait,
worked on this.
okay.
Like, obviously,
We're
I'm
actually
sitting
getting
here
clear and
presenting
concise
this.
perk
I'm
descriptions?
very grateful for it, and Diego was here too. But there were a lot of people whose hands and minds worked on this. So yeah, we took it up on ourselves, I suppose, to rewrite all of the perks descriptions. And
Wait, that's
just to clarify
crazy.
here, this description overhaul does not change the gameplay. So there may
Can we
be
get
other
a
changes,
power-
but this rewriting the
power
descriptions did not change the
description
way
overall?
we play. So yeah, like I said, we started working on this a very long time ago because when you read the descriptions, they were really, it felt like it aged a little bit, right?
And even saying rewriting it is kind of underselling it. Like when you see what we actually did, it's a
Yeah, absolutely.
It's a good update. So let's
Okay.
dive in here.
Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely. So the goal that I always had in mind was to shorten
Okay,
and
this
modernize
is really
all
good.
perk
This
descriptions.
is really good.
I wanted to do this
Okay,
because
definitely
obviously, DBD is
W
like a 10-year-old
goals
game,
to
right?
look for.
And
when
at this
making
point,
descriptions,
when we started
'cause
writing, we had a different
especially on the
goal in
killer
mind.
power
And
side of
this has
things,
changed over
there's just paragraphs and
time and all the
paragraphs,
content that we
and
added.
it's still not even
So,
explained properly.
When I looked at the perk
Like, I'm-
description,
like,
and
I'm not
what
trying
the
to read
people
an
were
essay,
saying
bro.
that
I'm
they
not
had a
gonna
hard time understanding. They had to explain it to their friends.
I mean, with
So we
300
wanted to
perks in the
reduce
game,
length so that
Ooh.
you know, it's just shorter
Having to read
the
all that
point, right?
is definitely a hassle.
Using what we say like modern player-facing language, which is what as much as possible what the players are using, and you know, also doing it a consistency pass so that all the descriptions kind of look and feel the same, and also try to set up the path, you know, pave the way for the future, if I can say that. So here's a look at Old Light. You probably like this one. It has like a, maybe there's like a,
You mad, Fang
there are like
me.
memories of, you know, that's the way you look at Light. And this is the new Light.
Ooh.
It's obviously a lot
Medium or
shorter.
fastful? Wait, that's
It's a lot
so
shorter.
good.
It
What?
has these like, bullet
Wait,
points.
Extra
where the
info?
effects are highlighted.
Wait, that's so
it's
good.
It's just really, it's just a lot shorter. And maybe at the bottom you can.
And they're
there's
actually
something
they're
here
actually
called
like
extra
saying
info.
medium or
So
fastful
let's just imagine. you
instead
have
of
a
rushed
mouse,
action, which
you
is just
like hit mouse to here.
they're taking in the lingo of the
This is a new
community.
feature,
Let's go.
And yeah, why don't Diego?
Oh, sure.
Wanna say
Okay,
something
yeah.
about it?
Yeah, thank you. Sure. Yeah,
And they
this
still
is
have
how
the extra
full
paragraphs
info
if you want to see that, which is
what we wanted
nice.
to do is to also not
God.
only make perks
This is
easier
so
to understand
good.
when reading them,
It's
but also
Yes,
provide
yes.
a way for you to
This is so
learn
good.
what are we talking about when presenting
more of
the
It should.
perks,
Aaron said it should
and
take you
remember
to a
them.
link to
So we have
Altadar's
the issue
perk
that
tier list.
multiple effects were described as we're going to show, but you kind of needed to know what they were as someone, or just go blind into the match and somehow learn what exhausted was. So now we're going to allow you, when there is a, starting with status effects for now, when there is a status effect mentioned in a perk, for you to, with a single click, have a reminder of what that is. all about.
Okay, they're actually
And this
explaining
saves a lot
status
of space,
effects.
as you'll be able to
Holy
see in a
shit.
very short moment.
Dude,
But
it
I
took
also
me
want to say
so
one of
long
the
to
things I
understand
think is
status
really important that
effects.
we added was now whenever
remember
instead of
seeing,
saying
like, the
active ability
hard
button
and,
1
like,
or
the
2,
skull, and I had
everybody
no
liked
clue
that,
what that
right?
meant.
But instead of saying that, it'll display the key that you've mapped to it. So obviously there's still only ability button 1 or 2, but if you bind it to E, it's
Oh,
gonna show up
Asimov's
E
is in the
instead. If you
chat.
bind it to F or whichever other key you would like to bind it to, this is what's going to appear. So this is live now. If you show
Killers
the
or
extra
stars with haste
info,
move
it's
faster.
gonna show
Also,
these
it's
little
gonna use
two
perks again.
status effects.
Yes,
And
yes,
people
this
are-
is so good. Everybody's saying fucking
That's
E, dude.
amazing. But
Yes.
Oh my God.
emphasis that it's easy
This is
to
so
display.
good.
So,
Yes.
you know,
we need.
you,
Making
when you
the
see
game
people
simpler,
the
that
extra
is
emphasis not
huge.
displayed, you
It
choose
seems
to do
small,
it
but that's actually
not to
huge.
be invasive or noisy.
And they did this for
But this
every
has
perk.
allowed us to shorten a lot of the descriptions because a lot of them had a lot of the text was
Glad
just
they
reminders
mentioned
that we
medium
were
or fast
manually
fault.
entering.
That is really good.
So that is live, and of course,
Oh
to be
my
clear,
God,
that
Dark
is live,
Devotion.
not live.
Right.
Yeah, like just look at
Oh,
this.
we're almost
Like
there?
it's just
God, man.
so much
Gotta be-
yap,
Okay,
dude.
let's see
You
how they
got
shorten
me.
it up. Let's see how they
So
shorten
this
it up.
little show and tell, I brought a
Like, you
few
become
examples
obsessed with
here
one
so that we could
survivor.
look
Like,
at. This
why?
is old Dark Devotion.
Why have all this yap?
It's pretty long when I look at it.
A little.
Yes, it's a little long.
My ADHD cannot handle it.
Can you tell me what it does, like without reading it?
It's for the plague.
Yeah.
It's for
Dark
the
Devotion.
plague. Ooh.
it's
When the touch takes
over.
damage for 40 seconds.
It uses the bullet points
Sets
to
of 40
really
meters.
convey the information after the trigger.
Oh,
activation.
this is
And
so
then it keeps
good.
being
This is so
undetectable.
good.
Dude, this
Open the
is
extra
so.
info, it shows
Yes,
you what
yes.
it
This is
undetectable does.
so fucking good.
People may be realizing that Undetectable is writing this kind of like teal color, cyan.
Yes.
That's also because
Ooh,
what
they're
we're
putting
doing
different
to
colors to
present now
the
the
status
status
effects.
I
when
like
they are
that.
positive
I like how they're
to the roll
like,
itself, we're going to show with this more
what's
positive
the word?
color
What's the
and
word?
leave the orange now. Not
Mm,
red,
okay.
making it
event,
stand out.
as to say this is something that's a negative effect to the player. That's why Undetectable is in this color.
This is the science of UI, UX, and design. I love it.
Very
Yeah,
cool.
absolutely. And
Actually
you bring
very
a very
cool.
good point because if you
Good
look at the next
God.
one, background player, there are a lot of
Background
colors
color,
here,
Jesus Christ.
and
Oh, yeah, so many
there was
colors.
a logic to that color. I don't know if I
So
should
many
get
bold
into it
text and colors, dude.
for time's sake, but there used to be a lot of colors in a perk's description, and it used to mean a lot of different things. So if you look at the new background player, you'll see only the status effects are highlighted in their proper colors. It's always the same colors, and the other
Cool,
numbers
cool.
are
My
just
God, that's
bolded
so
here.
much
I think
better, bro. It's
personally,
gonna
I
be so
think it
much
reads a
easier
lot
to understand
clearer.
what a
So-
play
Those
is.
two are super helpful.
Effects that actually
Whoa, yeah, that's I
buff
forgot about that. We
you
also
have
that,
have a nicer, lighter
I've seen it
color,
so many times that we
healthy.
just
and effects that are
Yeah,
kind of
I got more. I got more of these.
negative
Um,
look a little nasty.
Everyone knows Noed.
Damn.
It's,
God
it's a very
damn,
nice one. I think
Noed.
it's probably one of our longest, if not dramaturgy, but
Oh yeah,
Hasan to blame for that
dramaturgy.
one. So Noed is now.
Look at that.
again,
Look at
it's
that.
too small.
Oh my
Oh
god.
my
It's
god.
so short that yeah, it's a
Dude,
lot
they
shorter.
don't need all
Noed,
that
I think,
gas.
has a
Servers
very
getting
simple
exposed, you
gameplay,
gain
right?
4%
Like,
haste.
you know, when all generators are completed,
Alright, it's
the
on-
totem
expands
ignites,
over
and you gain these
24 in 30
effects,
seconds.
and then there's an additional
So
effect.
good,
This
man.
should take like
So
3 or 4
good.
lines, and that's what it does. So. That's
So the
what's
extra
quite
info is
undertaking.
for the status effects.
And
Oh,
last
this
but
is
not
so
least,
good.
God.
Dead Hard, everyone's favorite
Never heard of
perk.
it.
Everyone's
Yeah,
favorite
you
Dead
never heard
Hard.
Dead Hard.
I have suffered it. As a killer main, I have suffered this
Right.
one.
Someone
Yeah,
said
so
keep the
Dead Hard
flavor tag.
had a very long description, and now it's a lot
Whenever
shorter.
you don't
You could say
hunt
that's
already
dead easy
injured,
to read.
use E.
Say that?
Use
Yeah,
E.
absolutely,
Probably
yeah.
should.
Yeah.
That's
It's very
funny.
simple. Because yeah, Dead Hard again is a very simple perk. You meet the condition, you get this prompt, you activate it, you gain these effects, and that's it. It doesn't need to have it didn't need today to have all of these extra text. So these are all of my examples.
That's very cool.
Yeah. You have one more
Very
slide, I think.
solid
Do
and good
I?
update.
Yeah.
That is.
I do.
huge.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I forgot that. Yeah. So, so I guess this wasn't a one-size-fits-all solution.
And they're still going to be,
I
making
always
this
say that
work
overall it
and
should be
making
95%
everything
better. We couldn't
improved
apply
as
the
well
rule to
with like
everything,
your actual
equally. I think
keybinds,
most
which
of
is
the perks
very
we've got a lot
interesting.
of text, so it's a lot shorter, a lot easier to understand. But some perks may look different, and I think there's going to be some time to adapt to this. And
For sure.
yeah, hopefully everyone will enjoy this update and look
Yes,
for
dude, this
more
makes it so
improvements,
easy,
like
so
this in
much
the
easier
future.
for beginners,
This
man.
was
This is huge.
a lot of clerical work.
Yeah, it's a
But-
big
I need to update
undertaking,
the
but
tutorial.
people in chat are definitely
next
appreciating
thing
it.
they need to
I
do.
think this is a great
Update a
example of
godforsaken
what
tutorial.
actual quality of life improvements are. So that's
Right, I'm glad
being
to hear it.
appreciated.
Yeah, and I guess we look forward to the players' feedback because we are not gods.
We are
We've
not
done-
gods.
We've done our best, right?
Think for yourself.
We've
man.
done our best to improve this, but the players see this every day.
Yeah.
I'm sure they will have feedback, and we will be improving
be
this
there
as
listening.
we go on. Yeah, absolutely.
We're not done.
Labor of Love
We're-
campaign
oh,
starts
oh, we got
now.
questions for you, Thomas.
Hey, I mean,
Yes.
if
From
they do
Grilled
good this year,
Ches,
they might get Labor of
96.
Love.
Are the character quotes and lore text still going to be included in the perk descriptions?
Yes, absolutely. So the quotes are still at the bottom. We've seen them. Can I go back with this?
can.
Yeah, absolutely. I can go back.
There you go.
So if you look at Dead Hard, you'll see in this kind of like beige, this off-white beige, the quote is still there, but that's a very good point. I forgot to mention that the what we used to call the intro flavor text, so there used to be lines of
Yeah.
flavor before the perk description, that has been cut. And this has allowed us to save a lot of space to bring you the action, bring you the explanation of what the perk does first, and then the flavor text goes after to give you a little bit of context and everything. But we don't obfuscate or disorient the player's reading by putting a flavor quote at the start anymore.
Yep.
So yeah, absolutely.
Streamlined. And I wanted to give a quick mention. There is an amazing Twitch extension that the community made that helps you see perks when you're watching people playing the game.
Yes.
we
I
want
want to
to
add,
the-
I wanna add that extension.
Otherwise, we'll reach out.
The,
Want to let you know we're happy to help update those on your
What's it called,
side so
widget?
your perks and the extension can match what
I wanna add that.
we don't want to leave.
Oh, they're gonna update
Yeah,
the
absolutely.
extension
I
so that it
didn't mention it, I
matches the
think,
new stuff.
Ziva
That's
said
cool.
This appears in every instance of where you would see the perk, right?
Exactly.
This tooltip.
The extended one, and the only exception that we're having right now is the Shrine Secret.
I kind of hope
that
they
is
add
true.
like
Because
that
we have
intro text at the
been
bottom or
evaluating
something.
different things.
Like, sort of like
Um,
not like standing
So
out
that's
like
why
the actual
we
like what the
decided
perk
for
does,
now
but sort of like that beige.
to our first,
you
take
know?
our first step without the Shrine Secret. But everywhere else, so if you're on the
It's gonna,
lobby,
like,
you're
lengthen
on
it,
the,
but-
the match details, you can check
I don't
that
know.
out.
Cool.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
Awesome. Well, we're not done. Diego
Oh.
has brought some goodies as well.
See, this is
You
the
wanna
quality
hand
of
over
life
the
stuff
clicker?
we need, bro.
Oh no.
I'm sorry.
What have you got for us, Diego? Last time you were here, you brought us the scratch marks that people enjoyed.
Yeah. So today I want to
Okay.
talk about
ESP
Aura.
shit, bro.
Oh, wait.
It's an interesting subject because we
are we
know
looking at?
that our game currently has a lot of different colors,
Okay,
a lot of
where's
different
Yes,
auras.
a lot of different colors.
And it
Very
has
colorful.
been something that have been added and organically evolved over time. Again, as Thomas said, we're almost 10 years as a game. So we're seeing how things were added for the best for gameplay.
Are they simplifying
Currently,
auras?
we have decided to start rethinking about the auras to meet the players' better experience. So to better understand the game, to better
Okay.
learn. So all UX related. Plus,
I just realized it's the
seeing
old
how
UI.
the new art vision for the game could fit the game in the sense like, what are the colors that we really want to present, to show DBD as this multiplayer horror game that we have. So it's the artistic vision and how that goes through UX to also match gameplay needs. So we also know that with the current situation, we have cases where color perception being reduced or different. Auras are super hard to see. Even for us on the farm, at least I speak for myself, when I'm trying to get at the survivors, it's sometimes harder. So, bear with me. We are doing changes
Have ors
here.
match the artistic
And
vision
again,
of
we
the
want to
game
have
or
this
gameplay
unified
EX
look,
and
and
something.
because of the same thing, we are working now with a new system on how do we treat
Ooh, survivors are in blue now?
And because of this,
Hatches
you're
and
going
knives
to
and
start
lockers will
seeing
match
some
the white color we use for killer
differences. First of all,
objects.
the colorful
Makes
auras
sense.
are going to be the
Yeah,
same.
because that was
regardless
yellow
if you
before,
are
right? I
killer
think.
or survivor, you're going to see the
it's
same
like orange,
color
really.
for the same type of object entity. And thus,
Okay, so
we
all
are
killers
going
are
to
gonna
go and
have
say,
that
let's
that
show
white
the
color
survivors
for
in
their
color.
Wait,
for related
they say
powers.
by
Usually they are in the
default.
blue.
They say
Yes,
by
survivors are gonna be
default.
blue now.
I added there
they-
by
are we
default.
Are they gonna,
I'll
are
talk
we gonna be
about
able
that.
to change the
So
auras? Because
they
it
will
says
appear
by
in blue
default.
by default. There are
You
going
see
to be
that?
some changes. So, for instance, we want all killer objects as they
I
are.
wonder if we're gonna be
Most
able
of
to
them
change it, which would be
shown
really
in
cool.
the white area, white color. So, for people that are used with trickster or hunters to see the hatchet, the knives, and the lockers in this yellowish color, well, we'll have to get used to the first day to say, oh, it's white now. So that's one thing.
Please let us be able to change the auras.
And
Yep.
if you happen to want to see the colors as they were, like there in red, the survivor, or you will wish to see auras in different colors, now we're going to see how to play the video. Because I
You
cannot
might need
do
a
that.
clip
Oh,
from
God.
Mandy over there.
Can you help me with that, Mandy, please?
Oh my god, you
Now
can
you're
change
going to
auras!
go be able
Oh, you
to
can change
set
everything.
that
Holy
this is
shit.
and try
good.
new colors.
And there's a lot more colors.
Outside the
Oh
match or inside the
my-
match.
Generators,
doesn't matter.
hooks, pallets, and window
to-
vaults?
Yes, yes.
Change
Whoa.
things to fit better the experience you want to have
Yes,
as
yes,
a
yes,
player.
yes, yes,
No
yes.
matter if you're
That's
a survivor or
cool.
killer,
That's
you're
cool.
going to be able to start
What
tweaking
we need,
some
what we
aura
need.
colors.
What we need.
We are going
More
to do
accessibility.
this with a
This
set
is
of
huge.
them,
This
is
so
good.
The ones
This
we
is
think
good. This is
are
good.
most important for us to start testing
This is
and
small
to leave
thing
on your hands to test
that I
and
like.
to empower yourself with.
Oh, Michaelinator's in the
being
chat.
Survivors, killers, hooks, pallet, windows.
Can we play it again? I just want to roll it through again.
Yes, please, Mandy. We have another video coming though.
Oh, that's and they
So
even give like
that's,
a
that was more like a.
Oh, it's in a new
storybook there.
graphic
And you
tab
can
called
see, by the way, that
Auras.
The color palette has way more
Oh, yes.
colors than the scratch mark.
That's
Yes.
cool,
So
man. That's
they are
sick.
different.
See, these are the
they
changes
evolve,
in the settings
from
that need
here
to be explained in
to
like
release.
the tutorial and stuff like that.
But
Because
we are
Yeah.
trying
no
to
new
provide
players are
the
gonna know
colors
about
that,
this.
Again, match what DVD is, but also what players need for the best experience while playing.
But this is good
And
change.
I have here another
A lot more
example.
colors,
So, when you're in Survivor,
more
you can
baseline,
More
simpler
customizable
things,
stuff. So, Mandy, if you can play the
more
video,
accessibility. That's really good. That's
you
really
will see
good.
that someone could say, like, you know what, generators.
And I like how they actually put it in its own tab instead of just having it in betas.
Again, colors to be maybe revised, but yeah, we're
Dope
going
as
to
That's
hell.
cool. That's
Dope
cool.
as hell. And I have to commend you, Diego, for essentially trolling the entire chat
Why
in the
not?
way that you rolled this out. For the first half,
what?
they're like, oh, okay, but why can't I change my own colors? And then
And
bam,
then
you
boom.
dropped it on them.
Yeah.
You are
Bamboozle?
a
Like-
bamboozler.
I like to create a narrative, even if it backfires from time to time.
I don't know if it was your intent, but it was an emotional roller coaster.
Nice. So, just to close, we are
they
going to
give an
keep improving
image.
this.
Yes.
You can see there at the right side
That's
that
cool.
we are also
Color
adding, tooltips
de
to
Lora
review the color.
Por
So you don't
les
need to be opening
tours.
the
What does that mean?
settings and closing seeing how it is.
Good ass
It's going to be
question.
a preview.
What that mean?
It's,
I don't speak that.
Very close
I
to
don't
how you
speak
should
whatever
be
that
seeing
is.
the color in the game. we did it
Me
for
till that
Stretch
aura.
Months. We prepared, so of course it was the moment to do it for auras.
Yes,
So we are going to see
Bring
both
back
of
lights
those
out mode.
things together coming in the next update. We are going to be also adding new auras as we test and refine the system and hear your feedback. It's super important for us to hear your feedback as deliver as
I can't speak
constructively
French.
possible.
It might be French.
Remember that the choices have been made for consistent
y'all
and
add
clearer
ja-
rules,
add
meaning that, again, something are going to
What was
change.
that jacket?
Hatches
Jesus
are not
Christ.
going to be yellow by default, but we think this is going to allow us to go forward, to unify the artistic direction of this, and to empower you now with a system that allow you to customize the color of the auras.
And I like that. I think people keep in mind, like you just said, this is not a ship it and we're done, we're going to walk away. There's iterations on this planned, and we do want to hear what people are thinking. So
Exactly.
a great way to approach it. We have another question from chat. Will there be a red stain color change option for survivors?
So the red stain is something that we have in our radar. I cannot confirm nor deny.
Kind of hope we're able to change
We're
it.
working on it.
That's cool.
But what I would say is that we have heard that the red stain is something that would be good for us to visit, to evaluate. I think the reasons we have discussed now are fairly, you would say, as valuable to ask ourselves things like the red stain or other elements. Can we provide some tool for players to customize the experience?
That would be good,
And
honestly.
perhaps change the color.
Perhaps.
We will see.
It is
Okay.
funny that one I remember asking about. It's much more complicated tech-wise than I ever would have imagined.
Well, we can always get surprised on
Just
like
so
how complicated things can be.
It's all this gonna
And
be
I
in the
must
new
say, it has
PCB?
been a very, very big
Yeah.
effort too, like as Thomas mentioned,
God
for the first
damn.
description. This has been
believe so.
giant.
I might test all this out.
Our team,
Stream.
the programmers, artists, UI, all of them has really put
Are
their,
you gonna play on
their
the new
energy and
PCB?
love into this feature. So I hope
I don't know.
the players love it too, and remember that we're going to keep improving it.
Heck yeah. Well, I do have to keep us rolling because, again, the show is not over.
God
So thank you
damn, it is
so much,
so
guys.
awkward.
This was a great segment, very fun to do with you.
Pleasure, yeah.
We have more updates coming that you'll be able to play next week in our next segment. So we're going to do another quick switcheroo, but please do hang on. We're going to walk through that map on the show.
Yes, map
Don't
time.
want to leave.
Please
So
go on,
stick
be right
around.
back
We'll be
for a
right back.
second, 'cause I gotta go piss.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay, hold on.
Hurry up, hurry up. All right, here we go. This is so exciting. Okay, so overall, oh my god. It's alright, I kind of just woke up like an hour ago. Overall, W changes. Obviously the auras. The auras is huge. The perk descriptions absolutely massive. Everything has been pretty good so far. I think they're doing a pretty good job so far. You know, like I said already, my only concern is with the killer power itself, but everything so far has been pretty sick. I'm excited, and we're about to see the map and hopefully the trickster rework.
Alright. He is back. What's that nerf nurse? Like that's never gonna happen. I really do like the menu music for Dead by Daylight.
Oh
The
yeah,
music in Dead by Daylight's really good.
I like how it's like a mix of like some of the killers as well. It's like Kate's playing the guitar, Legions has mixtapes, right?
Yeah. You know, makes sense because the Entity likes music apparently.
Oh, look at the unknown emote.
What the hell is that?
Wait, why is that like a Dwight body in the corner there? What is that?
Wait, what the hell is that? I doubt it's Dwight for some random
Hi, welcome back. So with me today, now what we're going to talk about, Nick? Nick is one of our
Words,
game designers.
things, stuff. Yeah.
Maybe stuff to do with, I don't know, killer?
Yeah, we are going to talk about Killer Actions update because we're updating the language. Oh, I'm in control of the slides.
Yeah, no. I'm scared, people.
Hello.
They're
So
updating
yes,
Killer
I'm going to go back
Actions.
for now, and we're going to set it out. But yes, so as Thomas was
Interesting.
mentioning earlier in the stream, we had a really great opportunity to update Killer Actions language in the 9.5.0 update, and we decided to standardize a lot of inconsistencies that we saw across the game
They're really
for
pushing for
many,
that
many
Labor of
years.
Love award.
So if you've been playing Dead by Daylight for a really long time, you know that we previously did not distinguish between basic and special attacks.
Yeah.
And for
Yes,
certain
that
interactions
was-
between
oh,
perks
God.
and killer powers, we had to
What a
introduce
time that
that
was.
notion. Well, we are here today, and we are here to tell you that we've also expanded on that terminology. So coming in 9.5, as part of the accompanying the perk descriptions update, you're going to see across powers, killer power add-ons,
Ooh.
and perks, the introduction of new killer words. So we're going to start
Okay,
distinguishing
new lingo.
between basic killer
Okay.
actions and special
Time to pull
killer
up-
actions.
time
So
now.
as you can see on screen right now, we
Basic
have,
breakdown, palette, or breakable
gonna
wall,
be
broken by
doing
nature,
the
with default
distinction
ability,
between
special breakdown.
basic and special breaks,
Mm,
basic vaults,
okay.
special vaults, and when relating to generators, we're going to have the damage generator.
So that
option,
introduces
and then
that
the
can
new
introduce
concept
more
we're gonna
more
introduce,
like
we're
perk
gonna be, codifying
ideas as
is
well.
Generator explosion. I think that basic and special breaks and vaults pretty self-explanatory.
Okay.
Basic is when any killer can just do the standard action.
So basic is when they go up and kick
but
it.
then when it's a special action, it means that
A
it's
special would be like
ability
Blight using
that's
his rush, or
unique
like
to
Demo
them,
using
that's
his
granted them by their power. So for example, any killer
his
can
lunge,
break a
right?
pallet, but then the cannibal or hillbilly will break.
Yeah, hillbilly
will special
chainsaw.
break pallets with their chainsaws.
Okay.
Any killer can vault a window, but some killers like Legion can both fast vault windows and drop pallets with their power. And then every killer, damages a generator by hitting it. But then only specific killers, like the Knight, can damage them with their power, or on occasion with add-ons, like the first, where that add-on where Undergate just makes everything blow up.
Stop it there. What about perks? Because
Yep.
turn back the clock.
Yes, exactly. So turn back the clock, which was introduced in the previous update, it would be considered a generator explosion.
Okay. So
Yeah.
it puts that distinction there then.
Yeah.
Okay.
We really consider.
So yeah, that'll make
like the ability to do something.
not only a bit more,
remotely
not
from
only
a
will it make
distance
it just a bit more
as a
clear for
generator
people to
explosion.
understand,
We took
but that also
explosion
opens
because,
up the
well,
idea
previously a
for
lot of
actual
perks
new perk
said
ideas. Because it'll be like,
generator
oh, you need to
explodes, and
be
we're
a
like,
special
if
kind of
anything,
action
the
instead of a
the
normal
imagery
one,
was
right?
pretty consistent.
So,
and
I
we're
mean,
like,
that's
think
cool, I
most
guess.
people will
I don't
understand
see
that when
any
they-
problem with
when
that.
they say that. Yeah. So I have a list of examples to give today.
Ooh, chainsaw. Oh, this is for Billy. Oh,
Take it off.
hitting trap pallet breakable special break.
Oh, hello.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay.
So you're now a TikToker.
Oh my God. Yeah, so as you can see, game complexity has grown a lot. So as you can see here on screen, we have the
Okay, it's
hill
mostly the
boost,
same, but they just
power
added that little
that now
new-
specifies that when
new,
you do hit a breakable
text.
wall or a drop pallet with his
Okay,
chainsaw,
okay.
it will special break.
We've updated numerous killer powers to specify now that this is the intended behavior that we have. Now moving on
Yep,
to special
Feral
vault,
Frenzy.
you can see the iridescent button add-on for the Legion, which, you know, famously a very powerful moment in Dead by Daylight. You see Legion, and then you see them in Frenzy, and then they vault, and you're like, oh no,
Yeah,
I
and
have to
then
move.
Don't want to drop a pallet again.
And then you're wondering, how does this work with other things in the game? Well, now we'll tell you, because when Legion special vaults, they special break the pallet. Another example, alert for the example on
Breaks the
Survivor
pallet or
perk.
wall or damages its
It
generator.
was always a bit iffy of like, what triggered alert at the right time? What is supposed to
So
be a
alert
break?
won't
Well,
work with
now-
special breaks then? Interesting. That's kind of a
We've used it
nerf.
For many years, we've
Yeah.
got thousands of hours. We kind of know automatically, but the newer players, the players who are just coming in, until you've got hundreds of hours in the game, you won't have got it. And we saw
Oh, and
a lot
also,
of Chaos Shuffle people
alert
having
perk
perks
update
that
description
they
there.
don't normally use.
They didn't
Like,
show that
I
before.
didn't realize that perk did that on
Yeah.
this.
Yeah, absolutely.
That is
Now
technically a
we
nerf
know
to alert,
this
which
for
is
9
kind of sucky, but I mean, hey.
We have interactions across hundreds of perks,
It wasn't like that
add-ons,
before.
powers. It's so
No, because like
pervasive
with
that we
them
just had
with
to
them
take the
differentiating
opportunities
the
that
special
perks
breaks
update
and the regular
introduced to us,
breaks,
and we ran with it.
with how they word it here, it seems like it'll only show on the
Keep
default
moving on.
killer breaks instead of
Generator
the special
explosion.
breaks,
Now you can see that
which
Surge
means you don't get the
specifies
aura
that,
on those kind of special breaks,
generators
which
will
you did before
explode,
100%.
they won't
So
do
that would be a
damage,
nerf.
they just will
Slight
explode,
nerf,
and then
but
they
it is a
will
nerf.
they will start regressing. Also, one nuance that is important about generator explosions.
So
is
Surge
depending on the
perk
perk's
description
effect,
update as well.
A generator explosion
Yeah.
does not always
Yeah, so
trigger
when
the
you
regression
downstart with the basic
state
attack,
of
generators
a
will
generator.
explode.
That's up to the
Okay.
how the power or the
Power
perk
perk,
is designed. So when we say if something will start regressing or not, it'll be disclosed specifically.
And does that change the functionality of any
Oh,
of these
they
things?
showed something there. What was that?
So this is very important as well. Similar to perks, all of the text updates that you will see are text only. We have not modified the current behavior from perks on 9.5 PTB. So if you see a difference, if you find a bug or you flag an inconsistency, you can always tell us on the team, and we will investigate.
Yeah, I
and get
mean,
back to you.
text is not going to change
the
the
great
perk,
bonus
like,
and the work it causes for us
action.
on Dead by
I
Daylight
don't know why that's
is now
kind of
that
a
we
worry
have
we're having.
consistent language, it just also is easier for us to talk together, both developers together, but also between players and players and developers. Ultimately, what we want is to everyone to understand, like, wait, this effect is supposed to trigger or not. But then you can also, talk about it together. Maybe some things should trigger off basic or special vaults. I think that will just help everyone understand each other better when talking about balance and how to design DPD. And lastly, one little example, which kind of started this whole journey on us, is, well, DBD players know what Spirit Fury does, but it was always particularly obtuse to figure out how do you activate Spirit Fury? And well, now it's pretty clear. I'm sorry, it's it's basic breaks only. And also, if you notice, there's an exception at the end of the description of Spirit Fury when it says, the pallet is destroyed. That is to specify that nothing is supposed to, allegedly, synergize with the specific effect. Because again, Spirit Fury doesn't basic break or special break a pallet. It's destroyed because we want to, make sure that our complexity kind of caps off after a point. Because if you
So
games,
it won't work with enduring then? Is that a nerf?
and we have to be careful because we don't want those
I think what they're saying here is that they're just saying what
that's
that
a
specific
bit of
perk
a
is doing.
detail that I wanted to bring today.
Yeah, but the way they say that specifically it's destroyed and it's not counted as like a special or normal break,
Do we have any
then
questions? Yes,
that might be a
I can't
nerf
read it
to
because I don't
Spirit
have
Fury
my glasses on.
Enduring.
So will the special
I don't
gender
know.
still
They
count
said they're not going to
towards
change any
the-
perks.
Oh, sorry, I cut
That's
you
the
off.
thing.
Wow, Nick.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. We'll see.
I think what
We'll
they're,
see.
I think what they're only saying is
sorry.
that's what that
the end of the
specific perk
question?
does. I don't
Yes,
think it means like anything
I'll
besides
reformulate
that.
really quickly. Will the special
You know?
generator break still count towards the max limit? The answer is yes. So damaging generators and generator explosions still count to the maximum
The 3-gen
limit, the
system.
maximum limit of the 3-gen system, meaning it still counts as 8 regressions. If you've played with Surge, you're very familiar
Yeah.
because Surge loves to consume
It
the
does.
regression system, but that's the trade-off that you play.
Yeah.
Um,
It's your fault for getting
Interesting.
down so fast.
We'll see, I guess.
yeah.
That's the one I would
So
PTB
I'm
coming
excited
out.
to see how people
But I think that's.
use
I
the
think
new
they're just saying
language
what that
Yeah.
perk
and how
specifically
that
does
will
because
foster
they didn't say
communication, and
anything
again, if you
about.
have feedback.
It's
Come
the
over
end
to
of
the
the
perk
PTB.
update. It'll be on the PTB, and you
Pretty
can
sure
give
they
us
said they're
feedback.
not
our
like
forums,
changing any
Discord,
gameplay
Reddit, we're ready
features.
for the PTB. Any bugs that you might
Yeah,
find?
yeah, they did say
Whenever they
that.
showed the
Go to Hub and
descriptions.
report
So
them
I
if you
think
find bugs.
Yes.
I think what they're just saying
Nothing would make
is
me
they're
happier.
saying
So we have
that
another update.
that's what that
after this.
specific perk does.
Yeah.
They're
This
not
is
gonna mention
now
any like
the
synergization with like
survivor
enduring.
item.
Yeah, we're gonna talk
Honestly, I
about
hope
the
they
fog
do
vial.
do that instead of
So
like.
last summer,
I'll let them talk
introduced
first, I'll let them
our
talk first.
first DBD item, and in this
Wait,
PTB,
what?
we've provided an update
Good God.
to the fog vial item.
Oh,
As you can see on
fog vial
screen,
updates.
Oh.
It is now we've like really worked hard on the consistency, making sure that the power and the obfuscation sort of design is now more consistent.
So you can't see
Because,
from outside, but you
when
can see from
we
inside.
Had to update
Okay.
last year, it
That's kind of
was
like how
discovered,
the what was it called?
famous
The like that's the
reduction to
the void
charges,
crystal was, right?
was because we realized that it was either very useful in some realms, while also
Yeah, the
not
fog vial had way
useless
too many
at all
variables.
in
It was just
some,
terrible.
in some other realms. So with this update, we're really happy to read.
So making it a base, like you can't see outside, you can see inside is
We
just nice.
fully rebuilt the VFX system. It is now always. It should be now always consistent in color and functionality on every realm.
Oh, that's
'Cause that was one of the
huge.
biggest issues,
Yes.
wasn't it? It was
Yes.
very different from map to
Fog
map.
vial
Yeah.
consistency.
And
Let's
as you can
go.
see on screen as well. I'm gonna switch the survivor. Nope.
That is technically a nerf though, because on some maps it was
Um,
ridiculously
as you can
broken
see
on
as
some
well
maps.
from the,
So that is technically a
outside,
nerf,
it is
but
now
at least
always
it's gonna be more
perfectly
consistent,
opaque.
which is what it should have been in the
Ah.
beginning.
But it is like now, like it's clear
I
when
see.
you're in
Ooh.
the fog cloud and when
Yeah,
you're out
that's
of the
that's
fog
so much
cloud.
better
So,
and actually
because
useful.
Before that, because of the lighting and consistency, it was hard to sort of understand the boundaries
Like giving pointers.
of the fog cloud. So now it should
Ah,
be
look,
much
they-
better.
more charges.
And also as an additional feature. in
Yeah,
this update,
actually, they have one
we
more
made sure
charge,
that
right?
Essential auras are now
No,
always
wasn't it 2 more charge? They added
featured,
2 more.
for on the survivor side. So notably, before that, it blocked all auras
Yeah.
indiscriminately. Now, if you don't have line of sight on a downed or hooked survivor, you'll see their auras. Though if you see a hook, but little nuance. If a hook survivor is directly within line of sight of you, but inside the fog cloud, you won't see their aura. You can
Exactly, yeah.
You'll still know they're in there, but if you go look through a wall, then you'll see.
Yeah.
Oh, survivor's on the hook.
Mm.
Yeah, so we're really excited to see how people use the new and improved
Interesting,
fog cloud.
interesting.
Okay.
I don't
We've
know.
added more charges.
That's a big part.
Yeah,
That's
so
a
now
big part.
we're all.
I don't know why they
variants
didn't,
of fog
like,
cloud
just
are
start
up
with that,
from
man,
2 to
like,
4. The cooldown
They already
has not
they already
changed,
had it with all the
and
void
we're really happy to
crystals.
see what people are doing with it. We
But
think
whatever,
that
I mean,
now
hey,
it's definitely
it-
a great.
It works well on
strategic
every map
item
now
to
consistently,
help
so that's good.
prevent Chases, because you can use if you know that the killer has spotted you and is trying to get in range to start chasing you, it's very useful to just activate a fog vial and then try to be evasive while your aura reading is blocked, while you're doing less sound, while your scratch marks are being suppressed, because then you can then like
Interesting
surprise them
strategies.
or hide them.
Interesting
But
strategies.
it
you
is
can do
like
with that.
also, because you've seen on the video on screen, when you're in the fog, if the killer follows you into the fog cloud, they still just might find you.
Yeah.
So yes, if the killer just surprises you,
Do they lose chase in the fog vial?
no, should not.
That's an important one.
And here we're gonna go rapid fire, but you can see on the Forsaken boneyard, it's it looks like the fog
God
vial.
damn,
On
look
the
how
Yamaoka
foggy that
Estate
looks.
Realm
Jesus.
also
Yeah.
looks the same.
That reach is really high.
Now,
Holy shit,
on
that
the
reach is
Rift
so
Island
high
you can
too.
see it blocks
That
them.
covers the entire building.
So
Perfect.
I'm really looking forward to see how people.
Okay, they
feel
might
about
have
it,
to like
and
lower the
to play with
cloud
it.
a little bit.
And now,
I don't know. I think they should keep
it's the
it
big
like.
one.
Is it the big
I think they
one?
should keep
it's
it
the
to
big
where
one.
it's like
Do we have
how
time?
they said.
I sure hope we do.
Go on, we'll do it.
Yeah. Okay.
Dude, imagine
Wait,
every
wait,
survivor
wait.
like in a custom game
And,
using that,
it's
and
the
like
Trickster
each
update.
point of the map just covers the
Yeah.
entire
Sounds about
map.
this
A
time.
little bit. It's been on my
We all
mind
are.
for a couple of months.
That can be
now.
crazy for like.
So in this update,
Wars.
we really wanted to focus
Ooh, Trickster
and,
update. Here we go, here we go, here we go.
and take into account the feedback
Someone
from
said he's
Trickster
hot.
from
Bark,
the previous
bark, bark.
update in 7.4.
Jesus.
He looks a lot better in the
And we really wanted to
promotional
focus on
images, I'll say that.
Trickster's, range identity.
Yeah, he does.
For killers, we really wanted to make sure that we celebrated accuracy with blades, managing blades for more rewarding shots, and like really make sure that we reward skill expression with an updated, surfaced, visible style rank system. You'll see more in the next few slides, but we've worked really
Is,
hard with everyone
next
to make sure
rework
that
skull immersion,
Trickster
bro?
now has a visible style rank
need that.
combo system. That's coming to Dead by Daylight.
Whoa.
And for survivors, we
Combo
also tried
system?
to make sure that
Wait,
while facing
what?
against Trickster now, they are better rewarded for learning how to dodge blades and forcing Trickster to reload and dodging blades enough so that laceration decays. We hope that like it's more fun to like just be
Return
in
to play
chase.
and
Yeah.
things, yeah.
And also importantly, because sometimes we get this identity a little bit mixed up, we consider this an update. It's not a rework.
Update.
He still
okay.
he's still throwing blades. He still has main event.
Ah, no
but it is
rework.
like
Okay.
A big pass on his gameplay, his add-ons.
Okay.
It's not any different. If you, for example, internally, we consider what we did last year to the Nightmare to be a rework because
rework,
he
yeah.
had an
okay,
entirely
so it's
different power set that combined two previous locked abilities, and he just played very differently because of he could swap like powers.
Okay,
So
that's a little
we
disappointing,
really
but
wanted to, this time around,
as long as they really freshen him up to feel something different,
Yeah,
then
let's do it.
it's not that bad.
So, coming in
Whoa.
the PTB,
Ooh.
you will have a
Less knives.
brand new
Less knives.
style rank,
Oh, yeah. Can I see
HUD
that?
element that
I think he had
matches
44
style
base gear, right? I
in the
think that was
game.
44.
It's always
I thought it was
present
60.
on the top.
No, it was
of the
60
screen,
on the PTB.
And you will see your style ranks evolve in
Jesus
real
Christ,
time.
I'm tripping.
This is exclusive to killer.
E-
Only survivors
e-
don't have
bro.
access to that.
Okay, so Trickster has a actual HUD as well, like on the left. They have like it's permanent, like it doesn't show when you just hit the knives. It's actually just permanently there. Is that 5 knives? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it's 5 knives. Interesting. Because I think you need 6, right, to injure
Just
them.
a little bit of history of Trickster combo systems. Originally, in
So-
4.6,
A
it
long time back.
is
Yeah.
2021.
4.6. Jesus Christ.
It was hidden, it was not visible, and it only helped
Consecutive blade
basically
hits,
reward
protects
you
your
for
line
playing
events.
smartly with more blood points.
Rewards
In
accuracy with
7.4,
blades,
now,
tracks distinct actions in the
playing
trial.
well and hitting your
Interesting.
blades successfully
Improves
would help
Trickster's
you,
blade
like,
throw
sort
and
of
locker
empower your
reload
main
speed.
event. Now,
Ties
in
skill to reaching
9.5,
S rank
it's
and
finally
unlocking main event
visible.
faster.
It
Oh.
feedbacks, how you're playing. It
Wait.
lowers field time, it accounts
What?
a
Oh
bunch
my
of different
God,
gameplay events
wait.
that is related to blade
So if
throwing,
you're
but
good at
also
hitting them and making
and also
pressure,
style ranks now
you'll
also
rank
improve
up
Threat
and
Trickster's
get main
blade
event
throw rate.
faster.
The better, higher style rank you are, the faster.
On one
you throw
hand, that's
rank. And you
cool.
can
That's a
also
cool
reload
idea, but
faster, so that particular moment of
I'm
downtime,
afraid he's just
if
gonna
you're
be more
skillful enough,
spammy.
it becomes much
I don't know.
less
I don't know how I
dangerous
feel about
and,
this.
like,
We have to see it in the
allows you to
PTBs
even
for me
reload
to really
in
say
chase.
something.
It really depends on like if they change his
so now it's
throw,
built in.
though.
Yep. Basically, it's like now style ranks. It's the core feature.
Because they can't make him worse.
Ooh.
Base kit, right?
And as you can see
Okay, I
on
do
the
like
screen,
that.
you
That's
have 6
cool.
style ranks from
E
to
to
S.
S.
You start at E, and then each time you go up in rank, you start a combo timer. And the goal is to always be accumulating style points, so you're going up in rank, or at the very least.
Okay, I do like the sound of that. That is
And
interesting.
You said something about in-game actions. What
Yeah.
in-game actions count?
Ooh, well, we are going to have the full amount of details on the PTB patch notes, but it's about roughly a little less than a dozen actions.
Okay.
So for example, getting a first hit, an application of laceration on a survivor, injuring them, interrupting a survivor, like grabbing them out of a locker, and then the ultimate one, that's the power move for the trickster mains out there, is we've added trick shot detection.
Trick shot
So
detection?
master all of our maps,
What?
and you master
What?
tricks, and you know where to fire blades.
For those little gaps in Shack.
Yeah. If you
Okay.
if you go up against a trickster that goes up in
So-
style ranks fast, you'll know it. 'cause
If you're
they'll be in
more
style-
like
they'll be at
diverse
S
with
rank
your
very
hits
often and faster.
like
I
quote
know
unquote
if these
style,
domains is gonna
Okay.
sure
rank
hope so.
up faster.
And
Bring
yeah,
Trickster
so,
to ranked
here's
DVD.
our
Let's
first
go.
demonstration of what a style point is.
Oh,
you can
oh,
see in
showing
the
it.
demo video, the trickster is picking a target, and then he is going to throw a blade. And as you can see, that was the first.
Okay,
hit,
he gets a little
and
bit of
the trickster
progression.
Gained a style point, as you can see. He
Okay.
went up. He got one style point in E rank,
E.
and went up to half of E rank. Each style rank has a different amount of points to increase.
Yeah, makes
and
sense.
basically, it's by chaining actions that you go up in style ranks.
You have, do they decay at all?
Yeah. So basically, if you do not gain a style point periodically, you will decay from rank.
Okay.
So you'll go, for
Okay.
example, from C rank to D rank.
Okay, so
back
you
to
can
E
lose
rank.
the rank.
So
Okay.
if you have a hard time engaging with finding survivors, stuff like that, unfortunately, your style rank will go down. So yeah, here's an example on screen of style ranks. As you can see in the video,
Oh.
Trickster is damaging Yunjin, got a style points for injury, got a style point for breaking a pallet, got a style point for injuring another survivor again, but not for doing the same action twice in a row. This is a
Okay, that's good.
So
I
that's
thought.
So you gotta be.
Okay,
So you
yeah.
gotta be
Consider a
like, yeah, like I
combo
said, you gotta be diverse
doing
with what you
different
can.
Yeah, I thought it was gonna be
actions
like for
back.
everything you did,
So
which would have been
that's
stupid.
another
That's
area
good.
for-
That's good. That's
So
his
for players who
differentiation.
really want to main trickster, learning
Got the hook,
how to
the hook skill
weave
point,
your
that's okay.
actions, blade
Good, that's
throw,
good. I'm glad they made it
injury,
towards diverse
breaking a
instead of
pallet,
this
breaking
spam.
a wall. I think that's going to make interacting with maps an entirely new
So
ball
first
game.
hit, first hit.
In parlance. And so now you're interacting with a lot of interactions.
And
using
look at the
map.
top right. You can see
will
new blood point rewards. So for getting
And
different
also,
ranks, which is
maybe
cool.
some people are asking, what about main event? Well, we're getting to that, but then we need to talk about S rank. So when you reach S rank, Trickster gains maximum throw rate, reveals survivors with killer
Holy shit.
instinct, and
Whoa.
then gain access to main
Whoa,
event.
holy.
So, and at S rank, you have 66 seconds to basically go super intense.
about to say
on
super
Killer
survivors and find them.
instinct.
So you've kept the
Interesting.
theming then, the double numbers.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, also killer instinct. You reveal survivors with killer
Yeah.
instinct for 4.4 seconds.
Okay.
I don't know
was
about
gonna
the
say,
purple
that's
We had 66
borders. That might be
We
a
had to be
little
44 somewhere.
You have to have 44.
intrusive.
Yeah. So yeah, that's it. So and yeah, well, you're in S rank. You're at your strongest sense, and you reload.
Why are they spamming
lockers
6-7? What did I
faster.
miss?
And also, importantly, lacerations will decay slower.
Okay, so,
So
there's the
if you
effect on the survivor.
if you lacerate survivors
Even more
at
DC
range,
now.
you can, for the duration of main event, kind of leave.
Oh, a little bit of buffering. No, what happened? Are you buffering? Uh-oh. We're lagging. I'm lagging. We're lagging.
You're hitting blades with survivors, and each
There we go.
each blade
Hello?
triggers a bonus point. And when you're in fatigue, you get back your style ranks. So S rank, a lot of options.
goodbye,
are open to
DBD,
you.
I'm moving
Do
to
I use
fast.
S rank to stay consistently stronger for the entire duration, and then return to
Slide
E
out a little bit.
Okay.
Because S rank is like a super mode.
Super
You
mode,
have to
yeah.
kind of, you know. But the question is, where and when?
So
do I
you
get to use main
you
event?
only use
So
main
I'll
event with X
refund
rank.
my style ranks and keep the pressure going.
That makes sense. And
so
you
there's
can
Why is the
activate
quality
it
so bad? Come
manually,
on,
you can
fix
choose-
yourself. Fix yourself, damn it.
So I think there's like a lot of abilities now,
Yeah.
but choices to make
Okay,
a
it's just not fixing
Yeah.
itself. That's lovely.
We've also
There we go.
re-updated the laceration feedback on survivors.
Mm-hmm.
I think our team did a fantastic job.
Yeah, looking forward to seeing what the feedback on this is
Yes,
going to be.
I'm
I
excited.
do like the effects
It's
We've
been
had a lot of
of
fun.
the hits. That's really
Style
cool.
was known because
Yeah, that
in
looks
a
really
previous
nice.
stream,
I never actually
I think
played
it was
Trickster
Jeff
before.
that had the PowerPoint, and there was
And hey, that is a new term.
some
Instead of doing a
interesting
rework,
the
it's just an
style was
update.
part of
So
it.
maybe they'll
So I think
actually make
it's
that
to see which way
clear
that develops.
for future
I'm very
updates, I
happy.
guess.
It's the first time we've had a power like this in DBD.
We've got some questions.
Great.
Do you want to read them? Because you can
I'm
read
so
them. I
fucking
can't.
hungry.
I have my glasses.
You have your glasses on.
So,
Lend me them.
one of the
I haven't even showed the
questions
map
we
yet.
had is, will the Trickster's add-on be reworked? Yes.
Ooh.
I believe
All of them?
only 3 add-ons stayed the
Ah.
same. So
Oh,
we-
3 stayed the same.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
shit.
it's basically
Yeah.
a full add-on rework.
Okay.
Yeah.
A lot of add-ons getting changed. That's
Another
that's
question,
cool.
will there be a sound cue for survivors once the Trickster reaches S rank? Yes, it will be heard
Sound cue?
map-wide.
Global-
Because when
global
the
sound
Trickster
cue.
hits S rank, everybody needs
Yep,
to know.
global.
Because he's at his most lethal. And also, we added a sound
good.
cue when you're in range of his main event.
All
more or
right, that's
less.
good.
So
Yeah.
if you
Oh.
hear main
that
event,
is feedback to to the survivor of what is going on.
yeah. Another question that we have is Yunjin getting anything as part of this update? So we've
Come on.
actually done a pass on certain original all-kill
Ooh.
perks. So they will be shown on PTB. But yes, Trickster and Yunjin's perks are getting a pass. To
Hey.
just help bring them more to modern DBD.
I'm looking forward to
Okay.
see what people think
All right,
of
so they're
that.
getting touched up. Thank
Yes.
God.
This one. I think that one's going to
You're
be kind of
teasing.
interesting.
You're
Yeah.
teasing. That's not fair.
I like to tease.
Well,
so
I'm
can't
excited
help
for
it.
the update to crowd control. I think it'll
know.
be.
Well, you're teasing even more now, aren't you?
Well, we're here for a reason.
So again,
Crowd
PTB
control.
Tuesday. Feedback
Interesting.
all on the forums, Reddit, Discord. We're looking forward to it. This has been a lot of work involved in this, so I'm really excited to bring
Yeah,
this to you.
very proud of
finally.
the team.
Yeah.
It's
Wait, what did the
I've been
lady
told
talk about? Does
internally
she even
the
do
Skyrim UI
anything?
is the most complex UI element we've ever done on Dead by Daylight.
It doesn't surprise me.
It
I've
looks
been in
great.
those conversations.
No,
yeah.
it looks great, and
Yeah.
I think people are gonna love the little attention to detail.
Yeah, it's really, really good. Thank you so much, Nick.
My pleasure.
You've
Glad
had
to be
great-
here.
You've had a lot to do in the last few months. so
Yes, I've been busy.
We
Enjoy the
want
PTB,
DBD
everyone.
anime.
Thank you. And we've got
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh god.
something really cool, but we need a little transition. And then I will invite some more people onto the sofa.
Oh, here we go.
Okay, you can see a generator in the middle of this disco floor.
God damn, look at this map. This looks insane.
Okay, so what do you think about the Trickster update?
Honestly,
I think it has potential. Like you said, both of the perks are getting touched up. His add-ons are getting touched up, and a new
definitely
system.
gonna need to play it because I mean I never.
Oh,
actually
Puffalope
played
is in the
this
chat.
before.
Yeah.
Trickster. So I mean,
Yeah.
I've seen Trickster's gameplay before, mainly like old.
I don't know. I don't know how I fully feel about it. It seems like a positive, but I can't say. I really can't say yet. And somebody has Torquing
Come
Trickster.
back. Thank you very much for staying. Hi. We have something
She
now
must be the host
very
or
new.
something.
And so I'd like to introduce Michael. Michael, would you like to say what you're
We
doing?
saved the
Michael?
best for last. What I wanted to say. Get hyped. You're gonna love it.
Oh, that's a perk thing. Save the best for last.
I know what I'm doing.
Can't TBD things with me.
Welcome.
Well, hello. My name's Michael. I'm a level artist, and I was the map owner for a new environment that we're going to have upcoming in DBD. So back in 2021, when we first released the Trickster,
This guy seems le calm, le nonchalant.
that a lot of players thought the environment was super cool and had a lot of potential, and so it is my great pleasure to finally reveal Dead by Daylight's newest.
Oh, map reveal!
Oh, we're excited for
I'm going
this.
to jump through these.
Yeah, we're gonna switch over
There
to
we
the
go. The
PowerPoint.
Tricksters.
Let's see. Let's
Delusion.
see.
I think that's young Jin standing there.
It is
Activate
one
windows.
realm
Activate
called
windows.
The Sleepless District.
Okay.
Upon first glance,
Well, I hope this is good performance-wise, because it is definitely very flashy.
Activate
there is
windows.
blood and bodies littered throughout the streets. There are posters of the Trickster himself.
You can see a palette right there.
You know, scattered
Activate
everywhere,
windows.
plastered on the walls. And
Really?
even fireworks that can be triggered at some point during the trial.
Oh, that's cool.
Fireworks? What?
But for players that inspect a little further, especially those that read Korean, I think they'll find that this construct serves more of a torturous reminder for the atrocities that Ji-woon has committed and how he can never escape them.
This is looking so cool.
So
Oh
the
my
gameplay area for this
god!
map
I'm
is
definitely
23
playing this on
tiles.
max graphics when
The
it comes
layout
out.
is static, similar to Raccoon City Police Station.
Okay.
We really wanted to use the structures and the landmarks to give a certain sense of directionality to this environment. This is something that I really tried to implement on the previous map that I did, which is the Ormond Lake Mine. And we wanted to help create like a layout that was fairly simple and easy to learn. Now this is easier said than done for a city block, but the map can actually be divided into 4 sections, and there's a main road that cuts right
What?
through, and both exit gates can be found on either end of this main road, and they do not change. So in one corner of the map, I can explain.
Yo,
there's
these
the main
environments
building,
look so
which is the nightclub.
sick.
And then opposite to the nightclub, we have the market and the park, which is a bit more of like a open area with a bit of greenery.
This looks
In this
fucking
market and
sick.
park, players can find a very familiar building with a certain layout that has been themed
what
to
that
the
is then?
to the environment. And finally, we have the high streets and the low streets.
Okay.
This kind of gives
Ooh.
a preview.
Oh man, this map
That
looks
is
kind
awesome.
of.
That's a nice, that's
layout.
a top down, yeah?
Yeah,
This map looks kind of
and this kind of
big.
explains how things are organized.
I love seeing something like that. That really helps when you're trying to learn a map.
This is
The
so
hardest thing for people to
good.
learn. First thing, new map, having to learn the layouts, that sort of thing, where there's a vault location, where there's
Yeah.
pallets.
Interesting.
So having it split like that, it just helps so much.
So the overall layout is fairly simple, but especially in the high and low streets, it can get very maze-like. You know, it's not to say that there aren't some maze-like elements to this map or some variation in the gameplay elements.
If you can
You
go,
can find plenty of
Oh
those.
my god, I can
So we
just.
can start by looking at the
that's
nightclub.
insane.
There's a coat check. There's a
I can
VIP
just see
bar,
blight
lounge, there's even a
dashing down the
backstage
streets,
area,
dude.
And at the center is a very ominous-looking mosh pit where thick fog
Oh my
enshrouds
God,
a
it looks so
dark and
sick.
mysterious scene that we can find below. There's also a spectacular light show, accompanied with by some music done by the Trickster himself.
That's a cool shot.
But we'll let players discover that for themselves.
It's like the FNAF map a little bit right there, like the back area.
In the market and park.
Oh
it's a lot
my
more
god,
open,
look
as
at
I've said
that!
previously. There are food trucks,
Yo, that looks
market stalls,
sick.
vendors tables scattered all throughout. And we really wanted each section of this map to have its own sort of unique feel and aesthetic. So the border walls of this market that surround the whole thing are done with a more sort of traditional style, you know, stone wall. And we can see these beautiful paper lanterns.
This seems. Oh, look at the shack.
It's so
Hey.
That's
So
wait,
good.
that's the shack.
I remember
Yo,
when
that
the
shack
team was
looks
starting this, the
sick.
goal was like make the prettiest map possible, and kind of did that.
Yeah, this
so
looks
the
really
market
cool.
too,
I hope
serves
it
as a nice
plays well.
contrast between
'Cause
the
it looks pretty
futuristic,
big.
You know, like super bright, colorful modern aesthetic that we have elsewhere throughout the map. This one's a lot more sort of traditional.
I said my little soda
And
pop.
It'll give players a bit of a break from the ultra stimulating
I
lights
feel
and
like
colors.
they might
Speaking of lights
split
and
it up into
colors, we have the high
quadrants.
streets. So here you can find stores, restaurants, even a karaoke bar.
It turned into an RPD.
When I
Yeah,
saw
because
the
this
char-
seems really,
it was
especially
like
if you
a-
can
I
go
was
into
like a
every
karaoke
building,
band,
this
like,
is going to be a huge map, dude.
Oh yes, we had a lot of
There's
fun
so many little
Yeah,
details.
adding these
in
cool
there.
little areas.
So maybe they'll do like
yeah,
two
the high
quadrants at a
streets are even
time.
paved with like
I don't know.
special tile, and it's all blocked from vehicle access, so it's like a pedestrian-only area.
That's so cool.
These are some examples.
Oh
of
my
the,
god, look at that.
the interior of the stores. The overall ambience is a lot brighter and cleaner and livelier. Oh, this is Chuck, by the
We
way.
love
I
Chuck.
was gonna say, yeah, I can
We love
see
Chuck.
Chuck.
He's friendlier than he looks. So opposite,
Chuck.
yeah, opposite to the high streets are the low streets. So here, you can find some stores and restaurants as well, but there are also a few abandoned buildings, and the mood is a lot dingier and darker. So it was super important for us that these two districts have their own unique, distinct identity, because again, they can feel pretty maze-like.
Yeah, I think you can tell that as well from the images. There is that distinction there, so that's been really good. And I got to say, I love on the PowerPoint that you've got in the top corner there the highlighted area of which part of the map. The
Yeah, that's a
image
really great way
reflects
to
That's
walk through this.
Really, really good. I love it.
Yeah, well, those two zones, especially like on either opposing corner, the high streets and low streets, they act as a nice foil to like the map's more sort of overall layout being a bit very simplistic and static, because you have all kinds of stores and alleyways, connecting and chaining together. And the level designer did a really cool job finding all kinds of ways to make some cool loops and ensure some interesting gameplay.
I think you've all done amazing on this. I'm really excited to see this map coming onto the
Oh,
TV.
so much.
Yeah, because it's been a long time request.
Again, look at that in that shot right there. Look at that detail. There's so many little bits.
Yeah, we actually have some in-game footage here.
If you could
Cool
click
footage.
play, awesome.
So for this map, we really wanted to blend the aspects of
Look how
indoor
big
and
it
outdoor
is.
maps
Jesus.
together. So there are many places to
Yeah, this is
hide and be
insane.
stealthy, but there are also some open areas
They weren't lying.
and large streets and alleyways for ranged killers or killers with dash powers.
This is
Again,
insane,
like
dude.
the way all the
What?
stores are kind of
I don't even know
They
what to
tailored
say.
a lot of killers here. There's a lot of
cutting through one
I don't know
another.
what
kind
to
of a little
say,
bit of
dude.
everything. They have like open
Interesting
areas
gameplay.
for like ranged and like dash, but also they have like close proximity
exit
areas.
Oh, look at the exit
Look at
gates.
the gates! Oh my god, those gates look so sick.
So we knew that
Holy.
creating this type of environment would
So
be
the walls
a
are
very
like
tricky
buildings
challenge
and like
because,
it's like a
you know,
subway.
basing it on the city of Seoul, its unique identity is so tied with visual clutter and constant, visual noise.
Holy,
And
oh
we knew
my
that we
god,
had
this
to
is
make
gonna
sure
be
that the density
insane.
of lights and colors
Holy
still has to be
shit,
pretty
dude.
high to
What
best
the
I'm playing this
hell?
on max
the
graphics when it
environment
comes
that we
out,
were
bro.
depicting.
What
But
the
at the
hell,
same
dude?
time, this came with a bit of a cost. We recognized that it would hinder some of the players' capabilities for finding some gameplay objectives.
Yeah.
So I'm happy to announce that we also created that's the same video.
Flicker?
A new asset that will be paired with generators.
Oh,
It's a unique
okay.
sign that will flicker
New generator
and
sign.
until the generator is complete. So hopefully this will allow players to kind of view it from a
Okay,
distance and
that's
be able to
cool.
spot these all throughout the map.
Oh, so it's not just in buildings. It's going to be generators that are on the outside as
Yeah,
well.
exactly.
Wow.
So we'll have them on in the front of certain buildings to indicate when generators are inside.
Okay.
But for the ones that are outside, we figured we might as well make this language consistent and just have them everywhere.
That's
Good.
This is a look at the
Dude,
exit.
I love how the exit gate looks. It looks so sick.
Yeah, you run into like the little what kind of what is that hallway
a
called? Like
subway.
the
It's like a
the sub-
subway.
subway train
Even
kind of
this
hallway.
is
Yeah.
quite a creepy experience when you're. Even
kinda-
though
that's so
you're
cool.
escaping,
That's
it's
so
a bit of a
cool.
creepy, spooky,
That's so cool.
subway experience.
You never quite know where you're
You're the
going
best looking exit
when
gate.
you run through those exit gates.
This map looks very
This-
With a
nice.
killer chasing you.
This could be their best
Here's some
map,
more footage.
low key.
Oh, 1,000,000%.
Yeah, it's completely different, isn't it? Because that is so much
not even a
more
challenge.
Oh
with the
my
lights.
god, bro,
Colours.
look at it.
We just need to see,
Yeah, so overall,
like I said, if
It
they
was
if
very
you
challenging
can go
working
into
in
every
this environment.
building,
It
this
was
map is gonna be
super fun, though.
huge.
It was a
So
very
we need to
fun
see how they
challenge.
split it, and we also need to
Our
see
entire
palette
team,
placement
you know,
because
we're not
palette
the
placement could be
biggest,
huge.
and we had to be very
Yeah.
clever with how we modularized
Really,
everything.
It's
to
a
fill the
very
most
I don't
well
think-
designed
in the
map.
smallest amount of
Obviously,
time.
you see a few plots here and there, but
we
there's
also wanted
not
to keep, you know,
much
areas unique enough
around.
to stand out as landmarks because we didn't want it to be just one gigantic maze.
I'm gonna be running windows a little bit.
having landmarks
Oh, the
is
shack?
Really important. You can
Oh,
find out where on the
wow.
map you are when you're playing. Like,
Wait, the shack is
The
interesting.
The shack looks smaller, I think.
Cause you
I'm
can't
just
go around.
enraptured.
Wait,
I'm
can
sorry,
you?
I should be
Hold on.
filling the air
Talk.
here. There's
No,
Chuck
no, no.
again.
Jesus
This one
Christ, bro!
shot.
There's so many buildings.
There's a second character.
Why is that window
similar to
vault so
Chuck, who
fat?
Actually, is my favorite that I will not spoil.
I think
it's
I prefer
your
that one.
favorite.
Yeah.
You
Oh,
picked
oh, you might- oh.
favorites.
We're gonna have a civil war between those two
God
mascots.
damn! Look how many
I'm sorry,
buildings
but
you
you
could just
can't
go
pick
in.
Hello.
Favorites.
Well, now we just showed it.
Those pallets are close together with
Yeah,
pallets
so there are
in
a lot
there.
of cool Easter eggs and secrets kind
Never mind, I'm
of littered
tripping.
throughout this map. Some jump scares, maybe. I won't spoil too much. I think the players are going to have a really fun time exploring these and discovering these for themselves.
Oh, I'm definitely
Absolutely.
looking forward to seeing them finding the Easter eggs.
I'm
And
very
seeing the posts on it and see who finds things first.
exactly, yeah. I'm super
Lot of
proud of all the
50s,
people
Jesus
that
Christ.
contributed to this map. I think it turned out great.
I
The
don't know
audio, the
karaoke.
VFX, the animations, the level design, of course, the lighting, all of it helped to come together and breathe so much life into this environment.
Yep.
And I think
Lot of
players are gonna
50s.
have fun exploring and ducking and hiding, and also stalking and chasing in this this new map, the
It
Trickster's
looks fun.
Delusion.
It looks fun and it suits him.
I
Let's
like
be
that
fair,
name because
suits him.
it's basically like a hell of his own making, right? It's like it's
Yeah.
beautiful, but he's being tortured by his past.
I love
We
a
got
bit
some
of the lore.
questions. First one, Richard Carter, 2021.
I got some
How
pizza
large
I'm gonna
is this
eat
map?
after this.
So, as I mentioned, it's 23 tiles. But
23
this doesn't include the
tiles.
border fence. Usually, I think when we calculate the number of tiles and we give
Yeah.
that as a surface area, it's not including the border fence.
Which one? What map does that compare with? You know, I'm trying to think.
I've been told it's on the smaller side.
Yeah.
but,
Really? On the
you know,
smaller
There's
side?
no change in like elevation. like, no secondary
Interesting.
floors in this map.
Okay, that helps. Yeah.
But there
It
are,
seems
like, I
really
know that the
big,
nightclub,
so
because
that's
that mosh pit
interesting.
in the center is quite large, but you cannot access it. It's more of a, you know, a pit where you can go around the middle. That's a lot of unused gameplay space, and there is, you know, it's a pretty big building to kind of navigate, like go around. But there's a lot of gameplay elements and some cool loops dotted here and there.
It's gonna be fun.
Okay, another one. I don't know if this is your realm so much, but from DJ Leader, will there be music?
There will be music in the club, but not at first.
Oh.
That's a good way of putting it.
So whenever you completed
from
Jen,
Ravens AZ,
I bet.
what realm will this be part of?
So as I said, this is going to be a new realm.
Oh, new realm? New golden toolbox?
realm.
Heck yeah.
It's so cool.
And also, we did want to mention this will be in PTB on Tuesday, so just a
Yep.
few days away.
Yep. Yep.
It's PTB, so we're still actually not shipped yet. So we're still doing optimization on the performance of it. As
Oh,
you
yeah,
can imagine,
performance
there's
is
a
gonna
lot
be
going on in this
huge with this
So,
map.
what you experience on the PTB.
I know.
won't
Performance
be
is going to be like
lot of
the make or break,
Whole lot of
I feel like.
optimization.
Performance
A lot of
work that's still being
optimization.
done for that patch that
I wonder why they're doing a new
this,
realm, though, for
file goes
this.
live on shipping day. So
Because that means
A
that
little FPS drop.
they're gonna add
Yeah.
more
Things
to
like
the
that,
realm.
especially in the areas where there's highlighting.
Yeah.
But like, what else would they
Exactly.
do?
But this
For like a
looks
Tokyo
so
aesthetic?
good.
I don't
Thank you
know,
for joining
like
us.
Korean
Thank you
Tokyo?
for being on the
Thank you for
screen,
having
by the way.
Yes, thank you.
Maybe.
First time.
I'm
on
very
our screen.
excited.
And
I don't know. This is really exciting, though.
This cool new environment that we did.
That's so cool. I'm
We're
really
super
excited to see
excited to have
people
you.
dive into it. Yeah. And this is we're gonna wrap it up. It's been
Yeah.
a rather long show. Thank you for sticking with us today, folks. If you have, I know a lot of you have. Really appreciate
Thank
it.
you. Yeah.
Very cool, very
And
cool.
Again, thank you again. Happy to have you back next time you get another map to
Oh,
show.
definitely.
And we're gonna wrap it up. So, PTB is on Tuesday,
Be Tuesday.
Tuesday.
and you get to test out
Tuesday,
pretty much everything that was in the show today.
Everything.
Not the
Tuesday,
grimoire
Tuesday.
stuff, but
Man, I
That
can't.
vote
I
is
can't believe they
coming
just
next
dropped this out of
That's
nowhere,
next week's
man.
vote.
And then
And the
PTB,
Grimoire will
PTB
be-
next week.
It's ins-
Yeah, I keep seeing that.
I love
I'm
this.
sure
I
that's
love this. I
happening.
love this instead of them teasing it 7 months in advance and then everybody doesn't care anymore. This is so much better.
But again, thanks everybody. It's been a
Thank you
pleasure
so
being with
much.
you, and we'll see you next time.
Awesome, awesome.
Bye.
Yo, clap it up. Honestly, probably one of the better community streams that they've done in a while. I'm not gonna lie.
Wow.
All right,
That
well,
was so.
we got a bit to discuss, a lot to talk about, a lot of thoughts in our brains. Wow, interesting, so interesting, man. Jeez.
Yeah, that was such an interesting dream.